Yeah. Right. Okay, there's a person here I can at least start, right? There's one person here. Hello, whoever you are. Is it you? It's you? No. Okay. Alright, it's not you. Okay. Well, hello. Why is it not? Oh, there we go. Hi, Corona. I don't know if you have a preferred name. I don't know if you want to be called something different than Corona. Right. So I'm using a different microphone. Please look at my face. Thank you. I'm using a different microphone today. I just got in the mail my very exciting nano baby, as June calls it. He calls it a nano baby. The Yeti Nano, whatever you want to call it. So I'm hoping I sound a bit more, sexy today. Right? Yeah. So, yeah. Now, the first game that I'm playing is kind of evil. As a game, it's not evil, but for sure as a program, it's evil, because when I start it... Oh no, your username is not bad. I just didn't know if maybe you didn't want to be associated with it anymore. I mean, it's like, what, some language means crown? I don't remember if it's Spanish or Latin, to be honest. I think could be either. So it's, yeah, it doesn't have to have that implication, but if you are concerned about that implication, I can tell you something. I can call you something else, you know? Yeah, Spanish. Yeah. I know a toddler level of Spanish, so, I'm qualified to talk about that language. Yeah. So anyways, the evil thing about this program, this executable, is when I start it, it only allows me to move my mouse within the boundary for the executable that it has created. In other words, I can't interact with the entire rest of my computer, unless I quit it. Like, I can't even minimize it. There's no going back. So it was really difficult to figure out how to get it to capture, but I figured it out. So yeah. I'm very cool, very epic. I always figure things out. Okay. Right. Now, I can't see the Streamlabs thing anymore, so can you just confirm for me that you can actually see this game running? Like, is it there? Please tell me it's there. Okay, very awesome. Alright. Can you hear it? Because I can't hear it, and I don't think... Oh. Is there sound? No? I don't hear sound. We'll see if there's sound, but I'm 99% sure it's supposed to start with audio, so you know what? Hold up. Yeah, I can't hear it either. Give me Control-Alt-Delete, baby. Task Manager. Yeah, this is the way you quit it. Control-Alt-Delete Task Manager, end task. And it's called Game. I've done this a few times over the past hour. Why can't I hear it? That would be why. I'm an idiot. That's why. I muted my computer audio. I got cells. I got brain cells. I got them. They're here in my brain. Right, let's try that again. Kinda glad it's only you and me. It would have been awkward if more than one person was watching. Okay, right, cool. Can you see it? Now? Yes, okay. Alright, just give me one moment before I get started here. I'm operating my second computer because I'm insane and I own 2 computers. Okay. Pog. Let's go. New game. Let me know if there's any issues with the audio. Shocking discovery at building site. Local police made a shocking discovery at the soon-to-be opened Bright Hall Theater. They found the remains of Martin Melanson, the architect of the building, buried inside its walls. At present, the police cannot rule out that he was murdered. Ongoing investigations point towards possible suspects in his close environment. Oh, there's just no audio in this part, my dude. It's just quiet. Prologue. No, there's no audio right now. There will be in a moment, hopefully the game will have music or something so we can ensure that there is audio. It's also probably very quiet. But once again, I cannot exit the game to adjust it in Streamlabs, so... Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. I would really enjoy it if this game, 3D, alright, well, that happened. Okay, I will turn up the desktop audio. Now I will launch, no, that's Discord. I will launch the game, yes. Boy, oh gee. Now, okay, can you hear this music? There is music happening. Oh, hi Charlie. My day has been a mess, to be honest. I woke up, I had class at 1:15 and I woke up at 1:30, and instead of like waking up really like violently and being like, oh holy fuck, I got school, I just kind of like, no music. Okay. Well, that's evil. Give me a sec. Let me out of this game. This is really fun. Okay. Let me make sure I have the desktop audio configured properly. Yes, it should be this, shouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's try this one more time. I say that like I'm gonna give up if it doesn't work this time, but I'm not gonna give up if it doesn't work this time. Please say you hear it. Please say you hear it. I really wish I could adjust things, but I can't, so... Pog! Okay, is my voice like really quiet compared to it or something? Or is the balance okay? Because if the balance isn't okay, I'll restart it again. Alright, Pog. Okay, yeah, so my day. I'll talk about it. I'm not gonna read this again. I already read it. But you know what? I'll read it again. Actually, I'll do it. I'll read it again. Shocking discovery at building site. Local police made a shocking discovery at the soon-to-be opened Bright Hall Theater. They found the remains of Martin Melanson, the architect of the building, buried inside its walls. At present, the police cannot rule out that he was murdered. Ongoing investigations point towards possible suspects in his close environment. Yeah, I did not take the moment to decrease the, whatever it's called on YouTube today. You have to like go in and do it. What the fuck is it called? Come on, words, brain, words, brain, brain, words. It's gonna hit me, it's gonna hit me, it's gonna hit me. Ooh, it's gonna hit me. I know the word, I'm thinking of it. It's there, it's in my brain. I just gotta grasp it. I don't know. It's not delay. Is it delay? Is it fuck. Give me a sec. Shit. I gotta look at it. I'm sorry, I'm a cheater. I'm a hack. And a cheater. How do I even do this? Can I do it in the live control room? Like while it is happening, or do I have to wait for it to not be happening? Latency! Latency. That word, yes. If you go in manually on YouTube, you can set the latency, so that you don't have to, so that it's a little lower. But to be honest, Twitch's latency is still lower than YouTube's lowest latency. So if you want to go to my Twitch and watch it there, I won't judge you. I only use both because I figure that if I ever get a huge audience, you know, it will be easier to stream on YouTube than it will be on Twitch. And also, I feel like my stuff appeals more to the YouTube audience, but you know, YouTube, right now, it's comfy, it's cozy, you guys want to talk to me faster, so you can go to Twitch. I won't judge you. And plus there's Pog at Twitch, so that's good. Okay. Right. My day. You asked me about my day. I want to talk about my day. Can I walk around? Oh, I can. Why am I so short? Are these chairs big or am I short? Because it seems like I'm kind of short. E? E. Hey, Martin, are you still in there? E? What do I hit now? What? Yes. Oh, does it go when it wants? It goes when it wants. Doesn't it? Don't you want to come out? Not yet, but please stay, Daniel. I don't like that the dialogue progresses when it wants to. Okay. Thank you. I also don't know who's talking. This is kind of a little stressful. I'm glad you are here at this moment. I don't see you, but I know you are there behind. I'm glad we are friends. This is a total normal human interaction. I have this total normal human interaction all the time with my friends. Hey Martin, you know what? Put your hand on the curtain. Hello from Twitch. This really just goes when it wants to. Why? Like, there's no button you can press to progress the dialogue. Come on, I do it too on my side. Well, this is a little gay, a little homoerotic. E. Okay. Anyways, my day. Man, this game is really wonky. I'm not gonna lie. The controls feel really strange, and I can't exactly put my finger on why they feel strange, but, like, they feel really weird. Like, the controls for the mouse, the camera. I don't know exactly what about it is weird, but it's very uncomfortable, and it's really bothering me. Okay. Yes, I woke up at 1:30, my class is at 1:15. I wake up, and instead of rushing, like, I don't know, like a normal person with a normal sense of urgency, I just kind of, like, got out of bed and, like, I don't know, ate some food, and then I sat down, and I did my class, and then instead of rushing to take notes like a normal person with a normal sense of urgency, I just screenshotted the slides as they came up. And then after that, I realized that I had a whole bunch of work due for the next class that was happening right after that class ended. And then instead of doing it like a normal person with a normal sense of urgency, I emailed my professor and I was like, hi, I didn't have power for like 2 days. Can I have until midnight to do this? And she was like, yeah. And then I sat through that class and it was really boring and we talked about capitalism and then this guy said that he didn't think that food was a human right. And then, after I was really mad at him, yeah, the class ended. And then by the time the class ended, I was like, oh my god, I haven't made a thumbnail for the stream. So then I sat down and I made a really shitty bad thumbnail for this stream, but it took me like 5 tries because every time I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, this is so ugly, I hate it. And then I made one and I was like, this is still ugly and I hate it, but it's 6:30 and I need, it's 5:30, I'm sorry, and I need to like start setting up. So schedule the stream, slap the thumbnail in it, come up with a really stupid title, and I sit down and I spent like an hour trying to figure this out. And then also my microphone came at some point, and I was like, oh my god, microphone! So then I got distracted for a little bit with the microphone. And then, yeah, now we here. Long story short, my day has been a disaster because I have ADHD. That is all. Okay. Back to game. Eat! Okay, now what? We're touching hands through the cloth. I would really love if I could advance. Do you feel my hand or the curtain? What the fuck kind of question is that? Both, I guess. Both, I guess. I just predicted the future. What's that JoJo guy's name that does that? Whatever. I didn't watch that part. Oh. Okay. Deadass, this looks like a PS2 game. I don't know if this has, like, filters on it, or if the graphics just happen to also look like this. I feel like it's probably a combination of the two. If a computer, like, could need glasses, this game looks like what a computer needing glasses would see. Okay. Okay, I put my finger on it, right? The problem with the camera in this game. No, this is just how the game looks. This is the stylistic choice of the game. So the issue with the camera, right? When you're playing other games with cameras that move with the mouse, the typical way it goes is maybe you can look this far to the left, this far to the right. So your entire mouse's like field of movement, right, is only dedicated to a very small field of view that you can look, you know, from left to right to. If you want to see behind you, you know, you've got to kind of turn around, right? Well, in this game, to turn around, you take the mouse and you just keep going. You just keep going to the right. And it's really strange and disorienting, and I just really don't like it. I don't know, it also makes, like, the amount you drag your mouse feel a lot less significant, and it's harder to look at things that are, you know, kind of close in your field of view, I guess. Either way, let's progress. Also the walking speed is fuck, but, you know, whatever. Into the abyss, I guess. Into hell, or, whatever this is. We're in there. I don't actually know if this is an achievement or not. Everything's just black. Do I have to back up more? Or is that... This is not something I can enter? No, it is not. Yeah, you know, he might be, because that explains the really strange height at the beginning. This is not something I can enter. Okay. Oh, that was a person! Okay, was that person there before? Because, like, deadass, I did not see them. Oh well. Can I talk to you, sir, or ma'am, or... person? Hey. You are living here, aren't you? I've seen you a few times down here, at night, from my window. There's really no, like, way to tell who's talking. Is this the main character or the weird dude talking? I genuinely don't know. Yes, I live here. You watched me? Like, even if the text color changed, I don't know who's saying this. No, not really, but I noticed you. What's your name? To notice me, your lights had to be off. My name is Martin. Why are all these conversations, like, very alien? I think maybe it's supposed to be surreal. Yes, with the lights on. I would only see my reflection. I am Clara. Oh, this is a girl. Oh, I do see her, 2 polygon titties that she's got. So which one is yours? What, which apartment? What is this? Is this a bed? What am I looking at? A window? A bed? I don't know! Is this a bed? A window? A window. What? Okay. This, I think that was a window. But I really don't know. Okay, Clara, hit me with the shit. So is this what you do at night? Watching people through their windows with their lights on? Yeah, Clara, what the fuck is your shit? Like, what are you doing? Like, you are watching people with your lights off. A question of perspective. Certainly. And what is it that you do? This game looks like worse than any single PS1 game I've ever played. I am an architect. Why? If someone asked me that, I would start crying, like, what do you mean? That's what I do, what I am. Clara is on something. She's off the shits. A builder of walls. Sometimes walls don't have to be out of matter. I know, and sometimes walls can be very thin. What are you building? This game is so incomprehensible because I don't know who's talking. A theater. Act 1. Okay. Wow, this is quite a game. The story in it's supposed to be very good, but the gameplay is really, really rough. Really, really rough. Like, the graphics, I would say the roughness of them is pretty equivalent to how it feels to play it. Like, the fact that you can't advance the dialogue with a button, the fact that the camera is, like, 360 degrees for some reason, the fact that you walk like a snail with, like, a very elderly snail, mind you, the fact that the dialogue does not change color or have any sort of indicator to tell you who's talking. It's very rough around the edges. It's definitely rough. Okay. Is this Clara? It is hard not to identify with your work, right? Yeah, sure. More often than not. And it is hard to let go. But that's why I am an architect. I don't have to let go. I can live inside my work. You are living inside the buildings you are creating. Yes, it's part of the contract. I don't think that's how being architect works, to be honest. I'm not one, but I don't think you have to live. Also in the theater. No. The person I'm playing as is the architect. Yes, there is a room that belongs to me. Do you want to see it? No, main character is the architect. I'm confident in that. Like, I'm pretty sure living on an active construction zone is not OSHA compliant. I don't think that's how it works. Alright, I already think Clara's gonna kill him. If anyone else kills him, because there's literally no other characters, I'll be shocked. You are one ugly woman. The graphics don't do you any good, to be honest. They really don't. Okay, we're walking. This is worse than LSD Dream Emulator. LSD Dream Emulator, the walking was better than this. And it was slow. Honestly, this game is harder to look at, too. Are you following me, or are you just... I don't really mind the graphics all that much, because this is a horror game. It's supposed to be uncomfortable, I think. Maybe that's why the conversations are so uncomfortable, but... I would really just love to be able to advance by clicking or something, for fuck's sake. Okay, we're in the doors. The audience gets to know the actors, while the actors don't know the audience, right? She's going to stab us. I'm pretty confident. Okay. Where am I going? I genuinely don't know. There's nowhere can I go down? I don't want to go down. No, I can't. Okay, well, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Cool. I went across the thing. You're right, you're right. The graphics should not be so painful. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. There's nowhere to go. Excuse me. Oh man, that's alright, Charlie. Have a good night. Sleep well. I miss you. Right. I don't know how to get down. Do I go back through the doors? Because I just came in through the doors. No. Oh, I can only go down the stairs in a very specific location. Right. I can't go down this way. Hello? What's up with these invisible walls? What? How much I love this unfinished stage. Yes, everything lies open. Don't be close to me, I don't like you. You can see what it is, and seeing what it will be. Okay. I would like to get down the stairs now. Right, down the stairs we go. Oh, God, it, like... The game, like, forces you... You know what I think it's doing? I think it's trying to force me to go to these specific, like, flag points for the conversation to start. And that's why it's forcing me to walk all the way over, like, here. No? It wouldn't let me down the stairs any further over there. There's, like, an invisible wall here. Get out of my way, Clara, whatever the fuck your name is. Creepy lady. Yeah, this game is, at best, I would say it's, like, maybe a visual novel. See, yeah, that was where the point was, and it's so specific. I am so sorry. You can, like, click out of this if you want. You can just listen to me say dumb shit. You don't have to watch. It's okay. It'll be like a podcast, then. And you imagine the play, and we are the audience. On our way to our seats. Okay. It's very strange the way that this game is designed. It's definitely not, like... I wouldn't call this game fun by any means. This is... It's not even tolerable at the baseline. I agree. Look, like at the apartment complex when it gets dark. Watching the lights go on behind the windows. It is not so different from watching a play. You're a creepy lady, Clara. Oh, she's for sure a murderer. You don't act like that unless you're a murderer. Okay. Yeah, so it seems that the flags for the different dialogue, the game is designed, at least in this portion, in a way that forces you to go to those flags, because they put invisible walls. So the flags are not big enough, and then the game's designed around forcing you to get to them. It's really uncomfortable, and it's really, like, jarring. It really, like, takes away from the immersiveness of it. I would say that the part of what makes this game not immersive is just how painful it is to play. So we left the audience space behind us, didn't we? Through the orchestra, up to the stage. Don't mind me, drinking water. Would we still be the audience here? No? This is the stage, is it not? Or are we already performing? I don't know. Are you performing? You mean playing a role? Isn't the audience also supposed to? Are you an art major? Because you kind of talk like one. Play their role, I mean. As the actor is also observing. I don't know who's talking. It's not clear. What's the difference between the audience and the actors? Imagine you meet some weirdo outside your apartment complex and you take her to, like, check out your theater, and she's, like, starts going on about some weird, like... I don't even know. What separates them? The curtain, I guess. And after the play has started? Sometimes walls don't have to be out of matter. Is that this guy's, like, motto? And sometimes closeness comes through separation. This game is a lot. Like audience and actors. I don't know what any of this means. It's a bit much for my little brain. Yes. Okay, where are we going? Do you want to be close? No, Clara, I don't want to be close. I would like it if you walked away from me. Please, no, don't get It's not easy to trust. You know what, she kind of looks like a RuneScape character, I'm not gonna lie. Like the body shape. The body type. I think trust is a decision, an act. Okay, whatever you say. Is it acting? Dot dot dot. Do you want to see what's under the stage? There's a message of getting over it. Bro, you're one of those people that did good in English class, aren't you? That always, like, found the meaning that the English teacher wanted, because I missed that. Yes. I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to know what's under the stage. The audience only gets to know the actor's role, while the actors can observe the honesty of voyeurs, right? Is it just me, or is her... Yeah, no, her upper body is broken. It's just, once again, the RuneScape body type. Her body appears to be made of, like, so few pixels. Pixels. Why would I call them pixels? The understage. How quiet it is. Isn't this where the people who perform the music go? How hollow. Yeah. But not empty. No. You're right. It's not empty. Objects hidden from the audience are waiting here. Where did they say the message of the game? Ready to reveal themselves at the right moment. Is it, like, in the description? Oh, her face is so hard to look at. Oh my god. She's gonna kill me and put me in the walls. Okay, here are my two theories. Either she's gonna kill me and put me in the wall, or I'm gonna kill myself and she's gonna put me in the wall. Because I don't think I can kill myself in the wall. She's gotta help me get into the wall. So... Oh, this is the room. No shit, Sherlock. This looks like where the orchestra would go. My room. Alright. Do you think art is narcissistic? What? Do I think this room is narcissistic? Maybe. You built a room for your ego, so it can live here, didn't you? You are so right. Art is, I don't know how to pronounce that word. That's not true. How do you know? Yeah, no, I agree. Art is, masochist, that word. It's like masochist, but there's an istic at the end. Masochist, you know. I don't want to talk about what art is, but I agree that it is very much masochistic, because, it's a pain to make it, so it sucks, that's all. Art is suffering. That is what art is. Yeah, see, Parameister would know. She's an artist. I also make art sometimes, so I know too. It's just a pain, is all it is. Even if the end result is something you're really looking forward to making, it's a pain in the fucking ass. If so, we could not be here together. But we are. And I'm glad we are here at this moment. I'm glad we know each other. Hey, they said that in the prologue. Wow. I mean, I am glad too. What? Whose phone is ringing? Okay. Do you know how they called the understage in the past? Did they call it the pit? They called it hell. Okay. Oh, that's really exciting, Parameister. You'll have to show it to me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Act 2. Hey, I mean, like, the whole love and passion thing, like, sounds good, but, like, okay, I love programming, I'm passionate about it, but I still, like, there's definitely moments when trying to write code that you want to, like, scream, and it is painful. And the reason that you go through that pain is because of love and passion. If I hated writing code, I would give the fuck up the first time that it didn't compile. But I don't hate it, I have a passion for it, and I love it. That doesn't mean that I don't go through pain. Now that was deep shit. That was deep shit. Alright, we're gonna stop that right there. I am not going any deeper into that because that's too much. You all are gonna think that I'm capable of thinking thoughts. And I don't want that. I do not want to set that standard for myself. Okay. We're headed in to some place of some kind. But isn't masochism like, you know, kind of like the love of pain? So if you love doing something and you're forcing yourself to do it, even though it causes you pain, but you want that end result, I would say that's masochism. I don't know, dude. Don't talk to me, okay? Shit. Fuck. I did not get deeper. Don't accuse me of that. Do not accuse me of that. Okay. What's here? We've got a tomb. Dot. Hey Daniel. What's up, dude? Hey, we know who's talking, not like the dead coffin's talking. Are you behind it? I don't see you. But you are there behind it. Is Daniel the person that died? I don't remember his name. Dot. I love you. I don't think the coffin is talking. I'm pretty sure the person we're playing as is talking to the coffin. I wish I could. Be close. I put my hand on it, but... Okay, now what? Do you feel my hand or the curtain? Both, I guess. Right, is Daniel the person that died? Is that Daniel the architect or the person that we were talking to in the first scene? I can't remember, and it's haunting me. What was the name of the person who died? It wasn't Daniel, was it? I would have remembered that, I feel like. Why am I walking so much slower than usual? Is that is fire. Is this like a cremation place? Or am I just burning this shit for no good reason? Okay. We just putting it in there. Okay. Why not just throw that shit in the fire? Howdy. It's in there. Okay. Closing the door very slowly. Very, very slowly. Is that it? That's it. Okay. Don't be so melodramatic. Where are you at the moment? Well, I'm sitting at my little desk. My sad little desk. Where are you? It's that thing we saw earlier that was either a window or a bed or a window or a... No, I don't think they use the coffin for cremation. Eee. What are you thinking about? No, it's not. Always on opposing sides. Hold on, did I literally do it with her? Because, like, that would be messed up. No offense. Always, always. Because, like, if this guy diddly darn done it with her, like... He has awful taste in women. You don't have to be. I want you to be close. He was my friend. I remember, we used to play this game. What game? Put your hand on the curtain. I do it too on my side. Do you feel my hand or the curtain? So Daniel also died, right? That was the person in the coffin. I put my hand on the curtain. I feel both. But Daniel's not the person we're playing as. He was friends with Daniel, the guy who was feeling the curtain hand of. Separation and closeness. Got it. We got that down. We got one part of the story down. Is this why you build walls? Sometimes walls don't have to be out of matter. If he says this one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. I want to be close. You already said that, Queen. You need to be separated. There's definitely a theme of separation in this game, too. Like, for sure, building walls, separation. I know how. On opposing sides. Oh, I can't understand it either, dude. I'm hoping it'll make sense when we get to the end. I'll show you. But these kinds of games usually don't make sense when you get to the end of them, and then you're just left feeling really confused and lost. Okie dokie. Man, this is really deadass' house. You know, I think this guy's just broke his shit. So he just sets up his house in whatever he's building. Once again, very much not OSHA compliant. But... whatever. Yeah, so there's an invisible wall here. So I guess that's not it. What do I go to? Hello? I am confused. You can't put an invisible wall up and the only obvious way to go in the room. Like, if a player sees an open door, I feel like they're gonna want to go through it. I don't know, man. I don't know where to go. Bro, at least put a lamp here in this corner. Come on, man. There's gonna be spiders and rats and shit down there. Yeah, you're right. This is a very boring house for an architect. He just threw a mattress on the ground. Do I go back in bed? No. What? But there's an invisible wall at the exit. What? Hello? Help? What? I'll try to go everywhere in this room, but I don't know where... Video killed the radio star. Thank you for that. What? Like, where do I go? I know that the checkpoints, like the little flags, the triggers, whatever you want to call them, in this game are really small. So if I can find it, everything will be okay. Is this it? E. I put my hand on the curtain. Oh my god. I do it too on my side. Do you feel my hand? Yes. Is there someone behind the curtain? Same. I didn't notice it either. Closer. I get what this game is about. It's literally called The Space Between Us because that's what it's about. Do you feel me? It's about barriers. Yes. I want to be closer. Take the scissors. One at the top, one at the bottom. Put your hand on the curtain. Act 3. Okay. Man, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. Can we have a new genre of games that make you uncomfortable? Because this one falls into it. Okay, we got a maze of cloth things. I am walking at my maximum speed. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. This is the speed at which my brain thinks. What? What was that? Sounded like someone opening a can? So, how's everyone's days going? I'm just very, 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 very slowly walking through this. I would say this game would be great for an English teacher. Show this game to an English teacher, they'll go insane over it. That weird sound again. Oh, it's scissors! Scissors, that's what it was. That's supposed to be scissors. Right. Are you still in there? A question of perspective. Why is the music creepy? Why is the music creepy? Not a jump scare. That'll make me cry. I don't play games that have jump scares in them. They hurt my feelings. We're in a door. We're looking at a door, not in a door. Oh, never mind, we're not looking at a door. Okay. This is a noise that would make a dog really upset. Door? No. This way, kids. It's taken a bit, don't worry about it. Yes, okay. Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm going places. I'm getting there, folks. Don't worry about it. Making my way downtown. Walking really, really slow. And I'm homebound. Da-na-na-na-na-na. And I need you. Da-na-na-na-na. And I miss you. Door. Door. Let me in the door. No. Okie dokie, then. Where do I go? I don't know. Oh. Oh. What's in the wall? There's holes. Where the mouth and the, would be. To the door. To the door. 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 Eee! Is everything okay? Oh my god. Martin? Martin's the guy who died. Martin's gonna be dead. That's just the theory. Just the thought. Eee. Martin? Martin! He's in the washing machine. Low poly laundry room. Low poly laundry room. Okay. I have bad news. Martin is not in the washing machine. Martin? Where are you? Martin, sweetie? Do I just leave? I'ma head out? Right. I don't like where the second hole's located at. Fire thing. Fire thing. Yes. Fire thing. Okay. I'm I'm done looking at it. You can move on now. You gonna go? You gonna... I'm sorry. I can't do this. What? I love you. What? I don't know what to say. I thought this was helpful. Where are you at the moment? You don't see me. I don't see you, but I know you are behind it. Okay. Sometimes walls don't have to be out of matter. It's really getting me. I know. I know this is... the game's getting close to the end, and I'm really... every time, like, there's a transition, I'm really scared the game's just gonna abruptly end without giving you any answers or any conclusiveness. If it does that, I'm gonna be really mad, and I'm gonna scream. For, like, a solid moment. Then after I scream, I'll drink some water and play a different game, but... there will be a moment where I'm gonna be like, ah, you know? Excuse me, I think your tea's ready. I hear a tea kettle. Clara, is that you? I thought you've gone home. Which way? I guess this way. It did force me to turn this way. Don't do this, Clara. What? What? No, you are not behind the curtain, aren't you? What's behind the curtain? Is she gonna stab me? Clara, if you're behind that curtain, tell me, please. Scary music. Alright, is Clara behind the curtain? E. Nothing. Nothing there. It's dark now. I see. Clara, please don't murder me. I am but... I am but a humble architect. All I do is build walls. You know? I build walls. If there's a jump scare, I will cry. That's a promise. I don't like jump scares. They give me anxiety. I've already got enough anxiety as it is, kids. I can't see what's going on. It is dark. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy them, because I can't do anything about them. Please don't go, Daniel. I don't know where else to go, dude. I don't even know who I'm playing as. I don't think I'm Daniel. I'm pretty sure I play as that other guy. What was his name again? I'm gonna be playing a typing game on Saturday, so if you enjoy my keyboard sounds, you're really gonna get some of those on Saturday. So, just kind of hugging the wall here, folks. Thank you. I'm glad you think they're sexy. I'm a little disappointed that you don't think I'm sexy, but I understand. Oh, we walk slowly again. Just kind of took a hit to the legs, I guess, on our way here, huh? Stairs. We go up the stairs slowly but surely. More stairs? Oh my god, it's so hard to tell what the fuck's going on right now. Okay, that's the stage. Wait. Is there someone back there, or am I losing it? This game is pain. I am in pain. Like, did you see someone sitting back there? Or am I just kind of going crazy? I'm gonna look, but I don't think there is. It's gonna be a waste of time. It's like walking to the other end of the Walmart for something and then realizing it's out of stock. No, it's just a chair. An empty chair. Huh. Alright. The sounds. Up the stairs. Yes, okay. Cross the thingy. No? No. Not across the thingy. There's an invisible wall there. Are there stairs over here? No, there's curtains. Let's go back down here then. What's down here? I'm gonna lose my marbles. Why is the light source attached to the camera like this? Yeah, I think he's gonna kill himself. Either that or he's gonna be murdered, but I feel like it's more likely he's gonna kill himself. I want to go up the stairs. Okay. Am I crazy, or is there like no obvious route to take here? I really don't think there is. I'm tired of hearing that, like, kettle. Can someone please take it off of the heat? Like, it's done. The tea is ready. Please. No. I don't get it. Where do I go? Where do I go? Okay. No. If anyone sees where I'm supposed to go, please tell me. Did I come from behind the stage? I don't remember. I'm gonna try going back up there. Making my way downtown, walking slow. Find this bitch and I'm done with the game. It wasn't even a jump scare and it scared me. We're still looking at whatever that thing is. Is that a window? I really don't know. It's a window. Please don't end. I love you. Please don't end. Fuck. Really? That's it? That's all? Is it gonna do anything from here? Because I don't have a way to close out of this game. Like, deadass, there's no way to close out of this game, so I would really appreciate it if you would move on to something. Hello. It just ended very abruptly. And I'm hoping that it goes somewhere because, I don't have a way of closing this game without opening Task Manager. Because that's how the game is. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Yeah, so the game doesn't allow me to move my cursor outside of the window boundary it creates. Which means that I can't quit the game. After this is over, I'm gonna look up if anyone knows what the fuck this is about. Because I'm a little annoyed. Is it gonna go anywhere, or is it just gonna loop forever? We do be wasting our time, though. I do have a homework assignment that I need to finish. We're not going to talk about that, though. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere, is it? Task Manager, Game, and Task. Okay. That was bad. We're going to look up the space between story. Game. Explain. Okay, I'm gonna read this analysis to us all, so that we can know what this is about. Throughout the space between, protagonist Martin grapples with the question why is that he, an architect, chooses to build walls. These walls don't have to be made of matter, he repeats to himself almost as a mantra, struggling to understand and develop a relationship with his voyeuristic neighbor, Clara. The lines between himself and his memories begin to blur. Are these buildings erected as cathedrals to his own ego, or are they for a greater good to provide to others? He spends most of his time in the understage of the theater he's working on in a room built explicitly for himself. Established as a requirement in his contract, Martin always makes sure to have room in the plans that is for him alone. Clara is like, yeah, we were Martin. Clara is like, you built a room for your ego. As the plot progresses, it's uncertain if this is the case or not. One thing is for sure, though, this place is not at home. It's impressive, almost unlivable, barren of the amenities expected of a dwelling. The halls and scaffolding leading to the room give way not to any sort of comfort. Time starts to blend into a mishmash of moment pasts, Martin longing for a simpler time with Daniel, his childhood friends. During the prologue, we're presented with Martin huddled under a blanket fort, propped up by two chairs facing one another, empty, ready for two to sit face to face. On the other side of his blanket, Daniel asks Martin to press his hand against the sheet, against Daniel's own hand, and to choose whether Martin can feel the blanket or if he feels Daniel. He says both. We return to this moment several times, but the blanket is never pulled away, Daniel never seen or able to make contact. It's almost as if Martin regrets this and wants their memory to resolve differently. Yes, we were Martin the whole time. Revealed halfway through, Daniel has died. Martin watches as the casket containing Daniel's corpse is cremated, removing all earthly ties Daniel once held. Without Martin's memories, does Daniel still exist? Does Martin still feel him on the other side of the blanket? He says to Clara at one point, but that's why I'm an architect. I don't have to let go. I can live inside my work. Martin's desire to cling to the thing he creates, his relationships and his own buildings, in some way gives them meaning and allows them to exist beyond himself. In the end, what do our creations have to say about the creator once they leave their hands? Should one choose to inhabit the objects made? Does that enhance them or diminish them? Doesn't matter. Mentioning at one point the understage is sometimes referred to actors by hell, it's easy to imagine that this place has become Martin's own personal hell, a place in which he feels trapped, where there is no escape from the confines he has built around himself. Whether he feels Daniel on the other side of the blanket no longer matters. Martin instead obsesses over the blanket itself and the separation it creates between him and the things he loves. Okay. Space Between is a heady, meaty piece that posits many questions, provides hardly any answers, if any at all. Dissecting in one simple article seems near impossible. Okay. There's part 2. Please tell me there's not more than 2 or 3 parts. Fuck. Okay, I don't want to read all this out loud, it's hurting my throat. I'm gonna read it, quickly, and then I'm gonna sum it up for you all. Apparently, the fact that you can't tell who's talking is an intentional choice. Frey leaves it up to the player to determine who's speaking at any given moment, letting fears or questions linger between the characters, blending them together in a way that begs the viewer to ask, who is Martin, Clara, Daniel? Are they reflections of one another or truly independent entities? In some ways, they do serve as fragments of one another, their conversations open to interpretation by any reader. Clara is, to me, is Martin to another, and so on. Okay. Suddenly they're talking about wombs, and mothers, and wombs, and weird things. This person went hard on this analysis. Martin is gay for Daniel. I don't know. It says that he confessed his love to Daniel. Oh my god, this is so much to read. This is like this person wrote an essay. Imagine like sitting down and writing an essay without being forced to. God. Can you just tell me what happens at the end? Okay. There's so much. Clara dies? Clara dies? Hold the fuck up. It's implied that Martin murders Clara for not being good enough by stabbing at the curtain to shred it, much like the Swiss cheese curtain lying on the floor of Martin's bedroom. Okay. When? I thought it said Martin died at the beginning. I don't know. Thanks. That analysis made no sense. But I really respect the woman who wrote it. I really respect her for having a big enough brain to analyze that game. And it seemed like a very good analysis. Like, if I were an English teacher, I would have given her an A on that, so... Very proud of her. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that. Okay. Man, I wish my avatar had expressions. I keep making expressions, like, expecting you guys to see them, and then I realize that, like, if I smile, this pained little smile, that you can't see it. It's a little sad. I want you guys to know what kind of pain I'm in, or whatever. Okay, off to the second game. The second game is called Your Future Self. I am very much hoping it is better than that game was. I'm really hoping it's better. What I can say about this game is that, You're right, I can't imagine playing that game more than once. What I can say about this game, though, is that there is definitely a seizure warning with this one. So if any of you guys are prone to photosensitive seizure things, don't watch this. Yeah. I don't think any of you guys are, though, so let's go. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right, can we see it, folks? I can actually leave this one, can't I? Yes, we can. This game autosaves at regular intervals. That's great news. This game contains flashing images. All right. Legal mumble jumbo. Yeah, once again, if you get seizures, don't watch this. Press escape at any time to access the pause menu. Thank you. What a kind bit of information to give me. turn that off. And it seems like it was a bit loud, so I'm gonna turn the music down a bit. Yeah. Alright, how's the audio, folks? Is it cool? Let's go with it. Play. Hey. You. Are you there? Oh, I can click this one. Great. Good. Listen carefully. This game is already loads better than the other one. You are directly responsible for the deaths of thousands of people. Okay. You are probably confused, because from your perspective, these events haven't happened yet. How could you possibly be held responsible for something you haven't done? Well, in 35 years, your future self will commit these acts, and your future self is you. You are both part of a single continuous chronological entity. As such, the responsibility for your future crimes also lies with you. You are probably wondering where you are. I have placed you in a temporary bubble outside time. You will be sharing this bubble with your future self, brought here from 35 years in the future. You are to convince your future self of the wrongness of their actions. If you can do this, you will alter your own time stream, changing your own destiny and stopping your actions before they can occur. Only then will you be exonerated. I hate the English language. We're gonna go with exonerated of your crimes. There is a limitation of the technology used to hold you in this bubble. Time will flow normally for you, but it will appear to loop every 90 minutes. Until you can persuade your future self that their actions were wrong, the loop will continue infinitely. Oh, so we're just fucked. We're just stuck here. That kinda sucks. If you succeed, you will sever the causal chain linking you and your future self and alter your destiny. Causal chain. Before responding to anything your future self says to you, think carefully. They will have certain moods. They won't always be receptive to the way you respond to them. Think carefully about your tone and confidence in your conversational abilities. Hold on. Hold up a minute now. I'm bad at that in real life. Can I do this in a video game? Your conversation skill, your future self's mood, and your chosen tone will all determine how well they receive what you have to say. Okay. If you want to be free, make sure you are as convincing as you can be. Think carefully, think strategically, and good luck. I'm going to categorize this as a video game tutorial. A little bit of a frowny face for that. That was basically an explanation of the game mechanics, which falls into the category of video game tutorial. I don't like video game tutorials, they make me mad, so... I'm glad you can click through your dialogue. Thank you for that. I'm glad you have settings to remove the eye strain things. Good on that. Story seems very interesting. Tutorials suck. Okay. Let's go. How? They were actually telling- wow, they were actually telling us truth. This is really happening. Colors. Oh, I love the music, it's cute. Rationality, very low. Empathy, very high. Assertiveness, moderate. Wow, they were actually telling the truth. This is really happening. Okay. Well, look at you, just as I remembered. So fresh-faced and naive. You have no idea what I've seen. Absolutely no idea what's ahead of you. I'm almost looking forward to hearing what you have to say, but believe me, I stand behind what I did completely. I don't know what you're planning to say to change my mind, but it won't work. I would like to know the context behind murdering thousands of people. This is very odd for me too, believe me. Sorry. But are you sure this is really real? Have we been duped? Yes, this is real, and no, you're not seeing things. I don't believe we're being duped either. This game's actually really cool. I like this game mechanic. Look, I appreciate this. I appreciate this is weird, especially for you, but it'd be best for both of us if you could wrap your head around this as quickly as possible. Let's not just draw this out any more than we have to. Empathetically, I should appeal to that, right? He's current receptiveness, assertiveness high. Does that mean he's more receptive to being assertive? You might not be interested in having a protracted discussion, but if you were in my position, you'd need some time to adjust to this. Why are you being so terse? Well, do you know that I don't? I failed. I'm being terse because I wanted to skip the conversation you're apparently forcing us to have. Fine, I'll explain. Discovered during our lifetime, but it was quickly outlawed by the UN Science Commission. They claimed it was the only choice they had in order to prevent all-out war. They were probably right. The worldwide uproar following its announcements wasn't like anything I'd ever seen. The ban wasn't difficult to implement, as only a handful of the wealthiest nations on the planet had access to the tech in the first place. I always suspected that the quote-unquote ban was a convenient way for the wealthiest nations to keep time travel hidden and clandestinely use it to their advantage. There's big words in this game. There's big words. Big vocabulary words, guys. Oh god. I've been expecting something like this to happen at some point. That's why I'm not as surprised as you. That makes sense. Technology may have advanced since my time, but it sounds like politicians are exactly the same. Don't pretend you understand what things are like in my time. Okay, god. I'm gonna be stuck in this for a while. Don't pretend you understand what things are like in my time. I knew very little about the world at your age. You don't truly understand the machinations of politics. Dollar sex number? I'm not gonna worry what dollar sex number means. Anyway, I just won't believe that a bunch of power-hungry politicians would willingly give up time travel. Please explain what dollar sex number means. Please explain what dollar sex number means. Oh, you gave me a dollar sex number. Thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you so much. I'm sorry, the alert did not go through because I don't have a second monitor and I had no way of seeing that. I should fix that. Thank you for dollar sex number. Thank you so much. Dollar sex number. Dollar sex number. Thank you so much. I love it. Think about it. This was probably the most monumental technological achievement ever. Were they going to just lock it up and throw away the key? Of course they weren't. It makes sense that governments would lie about a ban to the public so they could use it quietly in the safe confines of their own laboratories. As long as no one donates anything with cents on it, it's always going to be at 69 cents, unless someone sits down and says, you know what, I'm going to round it out. And if someone does that, I would be kind of offended by them. So... music's kind of loud. Oh yeah, it is kind of, isn't it? Alright, how's that? Is that okay? I wouldn't put it past them to use it on their own citizens to maintain order. People in power regularly stoop to new lows in order to maintain power and control their people. Time travel could just be another weapon in their arsenal of oppression. Current receptiveness. Rationality. They want me to be rational, probably. Most of this sounds a lot like a paranoid anti-government conspiracy theory. Are you sure you're completely of sound mind right now? No, that was not what I wanted to say. I feel more sane than I ever have, quite frankly. I think the fact that you're stuck in a time loop with your future self is proof enough that something is amiss with the official narrative about the time travel quote-unquote ban. Look, this situation is bizarre. Immediately after finding out time travel exists, you've been forced to argue with an older version of yourself. You've not had the time to properly process what's happening. If this had happened to me at your age, I'd probably have had a nervous breakdown. I'm gonna try empathetically. Thanks for beginning to understand. There's something odd about this, though, isn't there? If I'm a younger version of you, then you should have already been through this already. Otherwise, this is a paradox. No, that was wrong. I'm not doing good at this, kids. I only have one successful answer so far. Are you accusing me of lying? What would be the point? No, I have no memory of this, which can only mean one thing. If you're successful in convincing me of my quote-unquote crimes, then you will have changed your own time stream and prevented this version of me from existing. I would explain why I'm stuck in a loop with them until I do it. You will live on to be a version of me that behaves differently and doesn't commit the same crime. I will never have existed, and I never will exist. That's the point of all this, I think. I don't know what to say. I'm not quite sure I fully understand how this game works, but I'm gonna go with assertive. Come on, stop beating around the bush. This is a death sentence for you, isn't it? Well, yeah, but you don't have to be so blunt about it. Look, whatever. It's not a real death. I simply cease to exist. I'm sure many people would love an instantaneous, painless end to existence. I'm actually kind of lucky in a twisted way. But stopping me from existing isn't really the point. They could just kill me now if they wanted. The point is that they want you to understand why my actions were wrong in order to prevent you from doing the same thing. What did that disembodied voice say at the start? We're a single, continuous, chronological entity. If you can successfully convince me, then you've successfully convinced yourself. We are one and the same. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Well, oops. Well, if you're as dangerous as a criminal as they claim, then the world is probably better off without you. Did you ever think just to ask what crime I committed? You've spent all this time questioning me about everything else, but you've not bothered to ask me what I actually did. Okay. I suppose that will shed some light on the situation. Go ahead, tell me what happened. What did you do? We did one! We did one! We did one! It's a long story. You should get comfortable. Well, I'd ought to drink some water then so I can read it. Whew. Throat hurty, boys. Okay, here we go. A few years ago, for me, that is, I was the overseer of a climate refugee camp. One of many the UN set up across the world for people displaced by climate change. From what I remember, it hasn't reached breaking point in your time. In my time, however, millions of people from poorer countries have been displaced by colossal flooding and destroyed ecosystems, and these camps have become their temporary home. As you might expect, there's constant bickering by the world's wealthiest countries over who will take the refugees in the long term. All the while, the camps have been expanding exponentially, and no one's sure how the UN is going to keep paying for them. My camp had about 40,000 people in it. It was like a small city. Conditions were absolutely terrible. There were times when I felt like they'd have been better off dying than fleeing to this place. There was the rampant crime, poverty, Okay, I can't read. There was rampant crime, poverty, corruption, and... Hello? Hello? Can you hear us? Wait, what? Who is this? You can hear us. Okay, look. We don't have much time. We've temporarily interrupted the loop. Hopefully they can't detect it. If we get cut off, we'll try and interrupt the loop again. But it might have to wait until the next loop for reasons that are too complicated to explain right now. Everything they told you at the start is a lie. No, not a lie, but not the whole truth. They didn't tell you who they represented, did they? You were just told that you needed to... Have you gone? Hello? Verbal interference detected. Mandatory loop reset in 3, 2, 1. Oh god. Okay. This is actually like a fun game. That's crazy, folks. Wow, they were actually telling the truth. This is really happening. Well, look at you. Just as I remember. So fresh-faced and naive. You have no idea what I've seen. You have absolutely no idea what's ahead of you. I'm almost looking forward to hearing what you have to say, but believe me, I stand behind what I did completely. I don't know what you're planning to say to change my mind, but it won't work. Alright? Hypothetically. This is very odd for me too, believe me. Sorry, but are you sure this is real? Have we been duped? Wait, I remember this. We've had this conversation before. Oh! Oh, I got more money. I see. Donated 420 funny number PogChamp. Thank you. 420 is my favorite donation number. If you're gonna give me money, either give me $4.20 or $420. Or I guess $42.00. That's also an option. Thank you. Thank you guys. I love you. Mwah. You guys are so epic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I need this money to like continue streaming, so thank you guys so much. I pressure them, even though they don't want to talk about it. Why? I'm just wasting time. No, this time will be different. Yes, thank you for funding me. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my stream. Yes, this is real, and no, you're not seeing things. I don't believe we're being duped either. Look, I appreciate this is weird, especially for you. But it'd be best for both of us if you could just wrap your head around this as quickly as possible. Let's not draw this out any more than we have to. Okay, I respect your wishes. Let's move on. Oh, okay. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought you'd be freaking out. In fact, why aren't you freaking out? If this had happened to me at your age, I'd have a nervous breakdown. This doesn't make sense. What are you hiding from me? This doesn't feel right. Something is wrong. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm making this worse. My future self seems confused. I won't convince them by confusing them. I need to get back on track. Say, what do I say? What do you guys think? Any thoughts? I'm gonna go with rationality. Wait. You don't remember this happening to you at my age? If I'm a younger version of you, shouldn't you have already experienced your past? If you haven't, this has to be a paradox. I know it seems like a paradox, but I don't think it is. I assume if you're successful in convincing me of my wrongdoing, then you will have changed your own time stream and prevented this version of me from existing. You will live on to be a version of me that behaves differently and doesn't commit the same crime. I will have never existed, and I never will exist. That's the point of all this, I think. We're playing a new game. That's what happened. I don't remember when he left. I'm sorry. We're on the second loop. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hadn't thought of it that way. So, this is kind of a death sentence for you. No, I was wrong. You can stop treating me with kid gloves. I know full well what would happen. Yeah, I'll die. Well, technically, I'll simply cease to exist. It's not a real death. I'm sure many people would love an instantaneous, painless end of existence. In many ways, I'm actually quite lucky. But stopping me from existing isn't really the point. They could just kill me now if they wanted. The point is that they want you to understand why my actions were wrong, in order to prevent you from doing the same thing. What did that disembodied voice say at the start? We're a single continuous chronological entity. If you can successfully convince me, then you'll have successfully convinced yourself. We are one and the same. Okay. Well, if you're a dangerous criminal as they claim you, then the world is probably better off without you. Yeah, well, that depends on whether you think I'm actually the dangerous criminal they think I am. You know, you've not asked me about the details of my alleged crimes yet. We talked about everything here else except the very reason you're here. Oh man, my throat. Another memory. Whew, my throat, kids. You'd be hurting though. I remember this. I remember them talking about being overseer of a climate camp and the squalid conditions, but then something interrupts, something I don't understand. They want me to understand though. They want to tell me something important. Who are they? I need to tell my future self about this. I need them to understand. I remember your story. You were the overseer of a climate refugee camp. The conditions were terrible. You have already told me this. I know this sounds strange, but halfway through telling your story, someone interrupts the loop. They try to convince me of something, but get cut off before they can say anything. Does any of this make any sense? No. I have no idea what you're talking about. This time manipulation device might be doing something strange to your mind. Don't worry too much. This sort of tech is way beyond my understanding. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some weird side effects. So wait, you already know I was the overseer. Did I tell you about the rampant crime, corruption, and... Hello? Hello? Can you hear us? I feel like I'm supposed to tell you something. Oh no, not again. The memory is disappearing. Who's doing this? We know who's doing this to you. Just listen. Everything you were told at the start of this loop is a lie. Well, not quite a lie, but far from the whole truth. They never told you who they represented, did they? Well, they're the ones messing with your memory. You seem to be able to get around some of the amnesic effects of the loop, and that worries them. You probably thought they represented some national government or perhaps even the UN, didn't you? Well, they don't. They actually... This feels wrong. Everything feels wrong. Rebel interference detected. Mandatory loop reset in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Log. I don't know if I'm winning. Can I lose? I hope not. Oh god. Throat hurty. I'm gonna make it though. Wow, they were actually telling the truth. This is really happening. Well, look at you. Just as I remember, so fresh-faced and naive. You have no idea what I've seen. You have absolutely no idea what's ahead of you. I'm almost looking forward to hearing what you have to say, but believe me, I stand behind what I did completely. I don't know what you're planning to say to change my mind, but it won't work. This is very odd for me too, believe me. Sorry, but are you sure this is real? Have we been duped? Wait, I remember this. We've had this conversation before. I pressure them even though they don't want to talk about it. Why? I'm just wasting time. No, this time will be different. Does it matter what I say? If you think this is all fake, then I'm just a fragment of your imagination or whatever you think's happening here. Look, I appreciate this is weird. I'm not gonna read the ones that I've already read. Okay, I respect your wishes. Let's move on. Oh, okay. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought you'd be freaking out. In fact, why aren't you freaking out? If this happened to me, at your age, I'd have a nervous breakdown. This doesn't make sense. What are you hiding from me? This doesn't feel right. Something is wrong. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm making this worse. My future self seems confused. I won't convince them by confusing them. I need to get back on track. Alright, rationally. Alright, we've already had this conversation. No, it's wrong. Shit. Yeah, it loops. That's the point of it. Okay. I see. So, once I've completed my task, the bubble we're in right now will collapse until you cease to exist. This is effectively a death sentence for you, isn't it? Well, that's a cruel way of putting it, but I guess you could see it that way. Stop me from existing isn't the point. They could just kill me if they wanted. The point is they understand why my actions were wrong. Something about continuous chronological entity. We've seen this before. Okay, so that was wrong also. I'm not quite sure I understand how to know if I'm picking the correct one, but you know. Like it says current receptiveness, assertiveness very high. So I'm like, okay, I should respond assertively, but also like my assertiveness over here is not good. So I'm gonna try assertiveness. Okay, that worked. Yeah, well, it all depends whether I'm actually a dangerous criminal. I think I am. Yeah, you didn't ask me about what I did. And I'm gonna be like, no, I remember this. Another memory. I remember this. I remember them talking about being an overseer of a climate camp. Then something interrupts something I don't understand. They want me to understand, though. They want to tell me something important. Who are they? I need to tell my future self about this. I need them to understand. I remember your story. Someone interrupts halfway. They try to convince me, but they get cut off. Does that make sense? No. Your brain's messed up. There's probably weird side effects, don't worry about it. So, you already know that. And then they get cut off again. Okay. Whoa, hello, can you hear us? Change the outcome. Are you even listening to me? Am I boring you? Do you actually want to hear what I have to say? Yes, I do. I'm not quite sure what just happened, but I really want to hear your story. Okay, fine. It doesn't even really matter anyway. It's not like I can escape from this loop. We're stuck here with each other. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The sickness. There was a colossal sickness rampaging through the camp. I'd seen outbreaks in other refugee camps, but I'd never seen anything like this before. This level of sickness was just so far out of my realm of experience. Thousands had died, and thousands more were at death's door. It was just... Oh wow, it must have been very hard to witness. Do you know what was causing it? You have no idea how bad it was. You come from a time of peace and stability. There's no way you can understand the suffering in that camp. The fact I had no idea what was causing it made it more unbearable. I love how you're trying so hard to spell corona. I may have been overseer, but the jerks above me didn't trust me enough to tell me what they were actually doing in the camp. What are you insinuating? Spell it out for me. Dyslexia. I was about to report the sickness to senior management, but I began to notice officials behaving strangely across the camp. Hushed conversations, late-night gatherings, off-the-book meetings, and so on. When I asked one of my contacts about what was going on, he accused me of being irrational and paranoid. For a while I believed him, but eventually it seemed all too strange to let go. I snooped around the senior management offices when I knew they wouldn't be there. I didn't find anything incriminating, but I found a room in the management sector that I couldn't access. As an overseer, I should have been able to enter every door in the camp. Something was very off here. Oh man. I convinced another contact to give me the key code for the room. She warned me that there was no going back after this, but I didn't care. I had to know what they were hiding. It says rationality's high. Must be rational. Seems unlikely that you can manage all this without getting caught, unless, of course, this is where you were caught. Have you been listening at all? We're here because I'm responsible for the deaths of thousands of people, and that clearly hasn't happened at this point. Still though, given my current predicament, my contact has almost certainly been caught. Poor Alice. I really wish I hadn't involved her. She could have met a grim fate. This music kind of slaps though. Still, the greater good is far more important. She'd understand if she knew the whole picture. She wasn't naive. She knew the risks. Let's try empathy. I'm sure she did. It's sad that there might have been more collateral damage, but if what you found was important, then at least it wasn't in vain. Collateral damage. No, it's still a human life. You never met her. You have no idea what you're talking about. Regardless, what I found was important. The room seemed innocuous at first glance, but then I noticed some paper documents on a table next to an unnetworked computer. I hadn't seen paper for a long time. It was rare, and only used when something was too important to be stored on a hackable device. The whole thing seemed very suspicious. Naturally, I looked at the documents. What did I find? Well, they were detailed reports about a bioweapon program being tested by a clandestine arm of the UN, right under my nose, in this very camp. They were engineering a pathogen that would reliably kill about a quarter of the population. They wanted it to seem natural, like it had been spread by common water contaminants. Every single person in the camp was a guinea pig for a genocidal weapon. Shit, your bosses were in on this? I hope you challenged them immediately. So I'd have somehow been a worse person if I hadn't. Anyway, anything could have happened to me after I found that room. I'd endangered myself just by entering it. Luckily no one saw me and I went straight to my other UN source to confront him about it. I demanded an explanation. I wasn't going to leave without an answer, and he knew it. He told me everything. Their justification? The wealthiest countries were never going to stop arguing about what to do with the refugees. None of their citizens wanted refugees near them, and the situation was only going to escalate as the climate worsened. Some people in those countries blame poorer nations for not doing enough to protect themselves from the effect of climate change over the past decades. They claim those countries spent their money on everything but climate defense. Because of this, they apparently deserve to suffer the consequences. Empathy was in extremely short supply. The immediate problem facing the UN was the lack of funding for the growing refugee camps, and no country was willing to increase their contributions. It was quickly reaching crisis point. They needed to do something drastic if they were going to affect change in time. Man, let me tell you, my throat hurts, like, a lot right now. I hope I don't lose my voice over this. All that sounds understandable. How do we get from here to kill a quarter of the population? How'd that become a reasonable solution? Might sound understandable now, but you've not heard the full story. Just wait. They believe that a catastrophic population reduction in poorer countries would shock wealthier nations and force them to accept more refugees. I am drinking water, my guy. Why a quarter of the population and why common water contaminants? Well, quarter is bad, but not catastrophic. It would be terrible, but it wouldn't destroy entire countries. And common water contaminants? Well, they're present at much higher levels in poor countries and almost non-existent in richer ones. I am drinking water. quarter of people in the richest country size, they would never take in the refugees. The climate refugees were disproportionately from poorer countries, however, so they would be the ones affected by this bioweapon. From the UN's perspective, they have made a harrowing choice in order to save lives in the wrong one. From mine, they were willingly murdering millions of people. I guess empathy? Seems like they're all wrong. Wow, I never guessed. Sorry you had to find this out, especially this way. Why didn't they tell you about it? Shouldn't you have known it was happening in your camp? Yeah, it was so surprising I could barely believe what I was hearing. I actually asked my contact why I had been kept in the dark. He said he needed a neutral agent to maintain order in the camp and not panic the refugees. I won't lie, I was upset. I felt like I'd been scorned by the very organization I was trying to serve. I felt isolated and alone, and so many thoughts were rattling around in my head. Was I kept out of the loop because I was a liability? Didn't they trust me? Did they want to kill me as part of their tests? I guess assertive? You're more upset about being left out of their plan than the fact that they're designing a bioweapon to kill millions. I know it sounds self-pitying, but the looming threat of a bioweapon was far more important to me. I just need a moment. My throat really hurts. I guess they wouldn't know I have a strong moral compass. Blame our parents. I've always been outspoken about things I cared about. That's why I was a good overseer. I genuinely cared for those people. That's why I took my concerns to my superior officer in the camp. I knew I'd be putting my position at risk, but I couldn't, in good conscience, let it continue. I only got halfway through explaining my concerns to him before he called security on me. He had absolutely no intention of hearing me out. I panicked. If I was captured, no one would stand in the way of their plan. Everyone else involved was clearly willing to go along with it. So, I made a split-second decision that I've had to live with ever since. I ran down the corridor to the environment control room. I locked myself in and closed the camp gates, preventing everyone getting in or out. If the only working version of the bioweapon was in this camp, and all the research notes were here, then I could destroy them, and end this right now. I also knew that it was being tested on the refugees, but I had no idea who was infected. Any one of them could have been contagious. Security were banging on the door, and it was close to breaking down. I had no time to figure out a better plan. I had to act there and then. I did the best I could. I really did. There was nothing else I could have done. I deactivated all the safety features of the environmental control system, using my overseer access, and overloaded the entire thing. Every inch of the camp was turned into an inferno. It destroyed the bioweapon and the plans, and killed every single person there. Damn. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. There was nothing else I could have done. It was a choice between sacrifice those 40,000 people or allowing millions to be killed when the bioweapon was released. I bet you're wondering how I'm still alive. Well, Hello? I can hear you! I want to hear what you say, but they can detect you. They'll just receive the loop again. Actually, I don't think they will. We made some improvements, and hopefully we can get around their intrusion screening. We were cut off last time partway through explaining who the people in charge of the loop actually are. They lied to you. You have no interest in solving you of a crime. It's never been their goal. They're not a government or an NGO trying to save the people. They're actually a... Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, they did the right thing. Hello? Anyone? We noticed them. Interference detected. Resetting the thing. Okay. My throat hurts, so I'm gonna go get some tea. I'll be back. Okay? Take care of yourselves. that feels so nice. Okay. Let's go, folks. Wow, they were telling the truth. This is happening. I'm just gonna skip past this dialogue. We've all seen it. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Oh, it worked. Bitch. Are you? No, I'm not, but I know more about than you do about this. I need to recommend to man, so son. It was like, okay, it's fucked up. Yeah. Okay. No, they're not being paranoid, are they? Something is seriously wrong with what I was told. Someone is using me. Someone is... You're on the right track. Keep questioning, keep doubting. Wait, do I trust that voice? I feel like I should remember them, but I can't. They sound so familiar, yet so distant. Who is lying to me? Who do I trust? Shit, man, I don't know. Hello? Hello? What's going on? You're not being paranoid. We are being used. Something is very wrong with everything we've been told. I don't know what it is, but we need to keep questioning, keep doubting. Are you okay? You don't sound right. What happened to you? You sound extremely paranoid. I don't know. I can't remember. It seemed to make some sense at the time. Now it's just a blur. Look, it's fine. I don't feel so great myself. Also, this must be worse for you. You've not really had any time to properly process what's happening to you. Let's try... empathy? Yeah, we did it, folks. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck, I need to stop advancing the dialogue in the same area where the choices are. Perhaps it is the death sentence for me? Who's to say I get out of this alive? Question, doubt. Question, doubt. Oh jeez. This is intense. Yeah, it is. It's not so bad though. I just see it and I'm actually lucky. Aside from this point, they can kill me now if they wanted. The point is they wanted me to understand my reactions are wrong for the same thing. Okay, we did it. Vince, I don't really think I am. Yeah, tell me why. What happened? What did you do? It's a long story, you should get comfortable. Okay, here we go. Temporary home. Long term, paying them. Better off dying. Primary corruption and... Hello, can you hear us? Everything you told us started a loop with a lie. Don't believe anything they tell you. You can get around some of the amnesiac effects of the loop, and that worries them. You stick this out. Keep playing their game for now, and don't believe anything they say. We will help you when the time is right. We are always... Okay. Don't believe anything they say. Don't believe anything who says. Honorable interviewers, the man Where's that loop? Okay. This game is really cool. I wonder how it, like, if there's multiple endings, like how many paths there are. Okay. Try being assertive. No. Okay. Must be empathetic. I feel like I should have started off with empathy. I feel like empathy's the right way to start this off. Time travel. Van. Be rational. See, I don't understand, like, it says, like, receptiveness here, and I try to follow that, but it doesn't always work, so I don't understand what other factors there are. Oh, it worked. Hog. No, wait. Someone's using me, someone is. We're on the right track. Keep questioning, keep doubting. So familiar, so distant. They're lying to me, who do I trust? Hello, hello, what's going on? I'm being paranoid, we are being used. You okay? What happened to you? You sound very paranoid. I don't know, I don't remember. Look, I don't feel good for myself. You've been process what happened to you. You probably have a breakdown. What's happening at your age? Oh, I did not mean to do that. Thanks for getting to understand. I was probably right though, so it was right. Yeah. Seems like a paradox. Doesn't seem successful with me wrong. Okay. Rational. This is a destiny for you, isn't it? Or that's a destiny for me. Who's to say I get out of this alive? Question, doubt. Question, doubt. Okay, we're getting there, folks. I see. So when it's like, yo, end this, that's what you do the second time. I see. Because this is just a literal the exact same loop. And so... assertively. Yeah. What did you do, bitch? Tell me. Tell me. This game would be hell if you couldn't skip the dialogue, to be honest. Hello, can you hear us? Change the outcome. Yes, but stop time, they never hear, they'll just reset the loop. Okay, disconnecting. Bye, bitch. Yes, I do. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Okay, we're stuck with each other. Now, where was I? Yes. Sickness. Music changes. Sickness. Rationally. Terrible. What's causing it? Why insinuating? Spell it out for me. I'm gonna tell them. So you're being paranoid, it's like weird, they sneaked around. Convinced them to give me the key code. They were like, hey, there's no coming back for me to get that shit. Cat growling and sleep derby. Oh no, is your cat having a bad dream? What does that mean? I hope they're okay. Please tell me. Please tell me when you get back. I know what they were hiding. I know the whole terrible story. The bioweapon, the confrontation, the desperate destruction of the camp. My god, how do I know this? What's going on? You don't have to go any further. I remember it all. You found plans for a bioweapon, all the camp guinea pigs, and if a desperation, you destroyed the camp, hoping to destroy the bioweapon in the process. I don't know how I know this. It feels more like a dream than a memory. Something about this feels extremely wrong. God, that's relatable. How could you possibly know all that? Who are you? I mean, really, you can't be my younger self. You're a UN interrogator, aren't you? What kind of game are you playing here? Whatever it is, it doesn't make any sense. Why have you locked me up in this strange place just to tell me you know everything? This is ridiculous. Stop this nonsense. Just let... Why do you insist on being so troublesome? You're just making everything more difficult for yourself. You're also making things more difficult for me. Every time you remember something, you ruin this run of the experiment. I'm not sure why I'm telling you this, because it'll just be erased from your mind at the end of this loop. I guess I'm just fed up and needed to vent. This is stupid. I shouldn't even be talking to you. Pulling back now. I understand the predicament, not the mass murder part. Just listen to what I'm about to tell you. They believe that a catastrophic population reduction in poor countries would shock them and force them to accept more refugees. I've never seen The Good Place. Why a quarter when destroying entire countries and come on. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops, I need to stop doing that. Sorry I find this out, especially this way. Why shouldn't they tell you about it? Shouldn't that happen in their camp? Yeah, it was so surprising I could barely believe what I was hearing. I actually asked my contact, and because it was neutral and not just freak people out. You're upset. Is it possible they didn't let you because they expected you to have a gross agreement? Well, our parents' room is in the compass. Let's talk to the superior. Only got halfway through explaining, and he called security, and then you freaked out, and you, like, ran over to the thing, and then you, like, pressed the button that was, like, destroy camp, and then, everyone died. Yeah. I just summed that up for you. Okay. It burned everything. Everyone died. Yeah. Hello? Change the outcome. You're intrusion avoidance. You need to do something different or they'll just reset the loop right always. Right, okay. We'll try and communicate on a narrow temporal band from now on. It'll be harder to hear us, but it'll be harder for them to detect us. Your mission is to absolve yourself of your crimes, but not a government or after the fall of the UN, trapped here for all eternity unless... Damn it, this isn't working. Try something different. Didn't plan for it to work out like this. I honestly thought I'd die too. However, it turns out the environmental control room ran on a separate system in case the rest of the network became contaminated. I had no idea about this at the time. I wanted to go down with the ship, as it were. Instead, I'm here, reliving that moment over and over in my mind. Damn. Honestly, I wish I'd died along with everyone else. The constant guilt of knowing how many people I killed is almost unbearable. I see them every time I close my eyes. I hear them every time I'm in a quiet room. Talking about it now is making my skin crawl and my head pulsate. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I can't truly live. I'm just merely existing until someone decides to kill me. Holy shit, bro. This isn't something I'd wish on my worst enemy. It's torture. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. At least now I understand exactly why we're in this loop together. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. What's done is done. Nothing can change that. This game is, like, really good. I'm so glad it's good. I was scared it was going to be bad after that bad experience we had with the first game. You know, that first game was a lot more popular than this one, too. Hurry up and get on with what you have to do. Go on, convince me I'm wrong. Or don't. Whatever. I'm gonna sympathize. I find it hard to condemn you. You were put on the spot, forced to make a difficult decision, and made the best choice you could have given the information you had. It's likely that you saved more lives than you took. I can't convince you your actions were wrong, because I don't believe they were wrong. If I was in your position, I'd have done the same thing. This whole exercise is pointless. Well, that's good to hear, but it puts us in a strange position. I can't imagine the people running this whole thing will let you out so easily. It doesn't matter for me. When this thing ends, I'll most likely cease to exist. Still, I'd obviously like my younger self to escape and live our life. Have you got any ideas about how... Did you really think we'd simply shut this whole project down if you agree with your future self? You will convince your future self of the wrongness of their actions, even if you end up stuck in this loop indefinitely. It makes no difference to us. We can wait forever. We'll just place you before you made the wrong choice. We'll place you before you made the wrong choice so that you can make the right one this time. If you ever want to taste freedom, you'll be wise to do as we say. I hope we don't have to talk about this again. It's time to employ my ability to be a stubborn asshole. It's one of my key traits. We're gonna keep sympathizing, baby. You can threaten me all you want, but it won't change how I feel. What? I've not threatened you. What the hell are you talking about? No, not you. I'm talking to the people running this thing. Only a few minutes ago I refused to convince you of the wrongness of your actions, and they pulled me aside and threatened me. Wait, what? When? I didn't notice anything. Look, I don't know. I have no idea how they're doing any of this. I just know what I experienced. And I'm still not going to do what they want of me. I still don't disagree with what you did. You were put on the spot, forced to make a difficult decision, and you made the best choice you could, given the information you had. You probably saved more lives than you took. If I was in your position, I'd done the exact same thing. This whole exercise is pointless. You heard me? Pointless. Okay. I suppose that's good to hear. The only problem is that you're now in a strange position. I can't imagine people running this whole thing. This guy's pissed. Did you not hear what I just said? It makes no difference to us if you repeatedly don't do what we say. We can wait. You're just wasting your own time. Then again, I suppose time is meaningless where you are. What you're actually wasting is your chance at freedom. I'm sending you back again. Make the right choice this time, please. He put a please at the end. How respectful of him. Nope. Nope, I'm not doing this. I agree with you. You did nothing wrong. The people running this loop can go fuck themselves. Wow, okay, that's a bit surprising. What exactly do you think we're going to do as a result of your repeated refusals to do what we ask? Nothing? Do you think that throwing in an adolescent hissy fit will endear us enough to close this whole thing down? Do you think we'll just set you free with no consequences? No, I just like being a stubborn little bitch. You know, your continued insistence I do what you say is starting to sound a bit like desperation. Why is that, I wonder? You have no idea what I've been through to get to this point. You think you're suffering? I've lived through things you probably can't even comprehend. Just to get to this fucking place with the tech still intact after the Eurasian Resource War was... Ah, shit, I've said too much. No, wait, what happened? Come on, tell... Okay, here's my take. Here's my theory. Person running this loop is future me. Alright. If I'm right, someone's gotta give me $420. I don't know who. Maybe it'll be me giving it to myself, but I think I deserve $4.20 if I'm correct about that. Hey, yo. What the fuck? Sorry, boys. I missed the chat for a moment. Let me take a peek. What happened? Sympathize. Come on, tell me what happened. It's obvious that I'm not going to try and convince my future self of anything. Accept it. What the hell are you talking? Oh my god, I literally don't have time for this. None of us do. You just said you had time for this, you little bitch. Subject is displaying levels of resistance and memory retention that are incompatible with the continuation of this stage of the experiment. As per agreed experimental protocol, this iteration will be discontinued and new subjects will be located. Wait, what are you? No, oh god, please, no. Commencing shutdown procedure in 3, 2, 1. Oh. That was it. I died. Did I win? Did I lose? Is that just the way the game ends? Let me see. Let me take a look. Let me see if it mentions there being multiple endings or not. God. There are multiple endings. I guess there are multiple endings. Someone says that that there's a bug with, and some people figured out who the person talking to them is, and I never got that information. So okay. Yeah, I think there's multiple endings. So I'm gonna try to obtain them, I think. Yeah, it does. Someone really said it reminds me of Undertale. What about this game reminds you of Undertale? What? What? Alright, spoilers or follow. At some point, it feels like the game is over and you can play it again. This is false. Continue playing until you see a short credits thing. Oh. Keep going. Got it. Okay. Let's keep going then, folks. I know. I don't get seizures though, so it's okay. I don't have Caesar salad. Let me in. Let me in. Man. Okay. Alright. Let me make sure. Off. Load. Yeah. Hello, hello? I can hear you. I agree that we haven't been particularly successful so far, but we've made even more improvements to our excursion. Intruding. They really shouldn't be able to detect us this time. I feel fairly confident about this. I'm actually impressed that you were able to remember speaking to us. It shows that you can get around some of the amnesic effects of the loop, a trait that will be absolutely crucial for what we're about to ask of you. The people in charge of this loop have no interest in absorbing your crime. It's never been their goal. They're not a government, they're actually, Please, tell me who. Oh god, not again. So I think going forward to the end of it was wrong, where I said, like, let me keep going. Wow, they were actually telling the truth, this is really happening. So I need to hear those people out who are interrupting. I guess that was sort of like the game's game over. Alright. Assertively. This music is really good. Empathy. Is it showing, by the way? I just want to make sure. Yeah, it is. Okay. Rationally. Let's be rational. Yes. Predict it. Predictable. Okay, still talking about time travel. Oh, I did not mean that. No, they're not being paranoid. Something's wrong. Oh, you should go to sleep, dude, if you're tired. You're the one on the right track. Because doubting. Wait, do I trust that voice? Go to bed, dude. Get some sleep. Good night. I'm gonna try and finish this game before I stop, but if I get to, like, 10:30 my time, I'm gonna have to stop because I have to do an assignment that I said I would turn in by the end of today, so... Something is very wrong with everything we have been told. What happened to you? Sound paranoid. I don't know, I can't remember, bro. Be a little bitch, okay. That's the point of this. Empathy. Oh, sorry, you're gonna die, that sucks. Okay. Roses, this one's for me! How does it say, oh, this alive? Questions out, questions out. Let me in. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't so bad though. I'm actually quite lucky. But I don't understand why we're doing the same thing. Be assertive. Tell me why. What do we do? Oh, okay. Alright, empathy. Tell me about it. Long story. Yes, hello. Hello, hello, can you hear us? Change the outcome. Where was I? The sickness. They're gonna tell me about the sickness, and then I'm gonna be like, no, I remember this shit. Oh, that's alright, I was right. Assertive. Okay. Alright, let's be rational. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Bioweapon! They got a bioweapon! Okay, they're gonna spread out water contaminants. Guinea pigs. Oh, I did not want that. Oh, that's okay, I won. It's fine, I'm doing good. Okay. Let's be assertive. Yes, assertive. Okay. That's fucked up, bro. Let's be empathetic. Let's be assertive. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Destroyed everyone. I bet everyone. Well, okay. Change the outcome. Your Trojan isn't working. Okay. You've been... Mission is convinced. Resolve yourself for crime, but not a government or after follow you in. Trapped here eternity unless... Okay. I want to know what it is. Yeah, this is working. Wait. Try something different. Okay. I think this is where I did the wrong thing. Didn't plan for it to work out like this. Okay. Telling me about your trauma. Yes. Trauma. We love trauma. Sorry to hear that. Trauma sucks. I don't know if I did the wrong thing. Oh my god, what am I supposed to say? I don't agree with any of these things. Nice, dude. It all seem real. This whole experience has been so stressful, I guess there's a chance of not seeing clearly. Sigh. I don't know anymore. Your solutions turned out to be right in the end, but your own sword and broke rose without knowing if you have a picture. Rebelling the way you did was reckless. You mean say they ever to sort you out? Or maybe so, I'm not defending my methods. I criticized myself for the way I went about this. I just didn't see another option at the time. Is this like the final boss? We only put Alice in a terrible position on nothing more than a hunch, despite knowing full well that what could happen to her. She could have died, yeah. I'm under no illusion about what I did and what could have happened to her as a consequence. I feel terrible. It was horrible and thoughtless of me. She was my friend and I let her down. I don't think there's anything to say in my defense. I'm sorry, Alice. I'm so sorry. I guess I just gotta do all of these. Huh. You know, I don't even know anymore. I believed it for so long that it might as well be true to me, but everything you just said could easily be true. Maybe I've actually convinced myself it was true in order to protect my own mind from the awfulness of what I did. I don't remember convincing myself to lie, but memory is a fragile thing, always morphing to suit one's own personal narratives. Perhaps mine is morphed too. I guess I'll never truly know. As a self-described, outspoken, and passionate person, do you concur that you could have acted irrationally? Being irrational is sometimes unavoidable, but with such an important decision to make, I can't help but wonder whether a person with such strong traits would have been the right person to make it. I may have not been perfectly rational, but that kind of person is what got me so far in my career. People like those qualities in a leader, especially with these camps. I really fought for these people. I sometimes wondered whether allowing the hot-headed side of me to take control would lead to something bad happening. Maybe things would have played out differently had I been more mindful. I suppose I'll never know. You tried to convince me that by killing everyone in the camp you wanted to save more lives than you took, but that's the exact same thing the UN wanted to do with their bioweapon project. They had to make a harrowing choice in order to save more lives and prevent the climate refugee situation from getting any worse. You're a hypocrite and you're better than them. I think that's a bit unfair. I'm not the same as them. They were coldly, clinically, and methodically planning mass murder, whereas I acted out of impulsive desperation because they forced me into a corner. But part of what you say is true. The moral justification underpinning both of our actions is the same. We both believe what we were saying more lives than we took. I can't condemn them about being a hypocrite. Sigh. I hate reading sigh out loud, but yeah, you were also suicidal, but like low-key. You said that you thought you would die when you removed the environmental controls. You even said that you wish you had died because you can't bear the memory of your actions. I'm sorry you feel that way. I can understand why you would feel that way after the deaths of so many people, but I'm not sure you're showing me the full picture. I'm wondering if you were struggled with some intense emotional turmoil before you even discovered the bioweapon. That would explain why you're so quick to take an action that may cost your life. You may have already been feeling suicidal, whether or not you were aware of it. It's hard to admit, but, well, I guess I should confess now. It was something I've been struggling with for a long time. It was eating me up inside every single day I was at that camp. The thing is, I can't tell you what it is. Not because I wanted to protect myself. There's no point in that now, is there? But because it has something to do with you. Something you shouldn't know. Don't bother protesting, just trust me. But you're probably right. I wasn't consciously suicidal, but I was struggling. Perhaps I would have behaved differently if I wasn't. Based on everything you told me, I don't understand how you could know the bioweapon project would have been stopped by destroying the camp. What made you so certain that we put an end to it? You made no effort to confirm that this wasn't being tested outside of your camp too. There could have been multiple projects about in the world for all you knew. There's a possibility you killed all those people and achieved nothing. You know, you're not wrong. I don't have any further information. Seeing the offline computer and the paper records in that secret room made me think that this had to be the only version of the experiment. It made perfect sense at the time. But I suppose there could have been other projects. I never asked anyone about the possibility. I became so focused on stopping that particular instance that I never considered the wider picture. Deliver the final blow. God, I'm scared. Everything you told me paints a picture of a paranoid, emotionally unstable hypocrite who acted without thinking and ended up killing thousands. You were hoping to die with them, but couldn't bear the guilt when you survived. You constructed a series of delusions in your mind in which the UN was wholly to blame and you were a misunderstood savior. You discarded friends, you were unsubordinate and underhanded, you jumped to a conclusion based on limited data, and acted impulsively without considering the severity of your actions. Most disturbingly, you seemed to leap at the chance to kill those refugees without a second's thought. I'm most deeply concerned that you may have been subconsciously looking for a reason to kill all those refugees. I want to know where that impulse came from. You're a future version of me, and I need to know. I can't end up like you. I won't. How dare you? I dedicated my life to helping refugees. I did this to save everyone. We're gonna learn their trauma. We're gonna learn their trauma. They've got trauma. It's trauma time, boys. Oh god. Oh god. I guess I can't hide it any longer. There's something I've been keeping from you. My parents were killed by climate refugees. Sorry, our parents. Mom and Dad. Slaughtered in the streets of the very camps that they founded. They just wanted to help them. They couldn't stop climate change. They couldn't force the wealthiest countries to accept refugees. All they could do is try and provide for them as best they could using their influence. And yet, those fucking people blamed our parents for imprisoning them. They didn't understand anything about the complex social politics that our parents were struggling through just to get the camp started. All their stupid, brainless anger just ended up laser-focused on Mom and Dad because they created the camps. They needed someone to blame. Our parents were an easy target. It was brutal mob justice. The attackers were killed on the spot, but doing so only made matters worse. Word spread to other camps, inspiring other misguided idiots to attack innocent officials who were just trying to help. Wow, this game is deep, dude. Eventually, this uprising was quashed, but only through much more extreme security at every single camp. All this did was make things so much worse for other refugees in the long run. So stupid, such a waste. Anyway, I vowed to carry on our parents' legacy. I did everything I could to maintain order and safety at my camp. No one dared attack me. They knew what the consequences would be. I didn't tolerate any insubordination. But it didn't matter how well I ran the camps and how well I kept the refugees in line. Every time I looked at their faces, I was reminded of what happened. All I felt was resentment and rage. I spent all my energy trying to turn this anger into something productive. I became a defender of the refugee cause. This took the edge off for a while, but I could never truly get rid of the deep resentment I felt. It was growing inside of me like a cancer. It was only a matter of time until I snapped, so... You know what? I was probably looking for a reason to kill all those people. I never wanted to admit this, but you managed to get it out of me. Well done. God. I give up. I just want all this to end. Just don't turn into me. Don't become all bitter and consumed by resentful rage. You can do better. I know you can. We can be so much better than this. We have so much potential. Please, just let this end. Congratulations, that was fantastic work. In all my time, I didn't think I've seen your future self so thoroughly dejected by the process. I mean, wow. They were well and truly broken by the end. It was a beautiful sight to behold. Absolutely masterful work. I really hope you're as successful next time. It was a joy to watch. Next time? What next time? Ah, sorry. Forget I said anything. What I meant to say was thank you for your service. You have prevented a horrible crime from occurring in the future, and have saved thousands of lives. I'll release you from the nuke now. Enjoy the rest of your life. It's not over. They're lying. Don't listen to them. Try to remember. Help us. Stop. Oh god. about this game. Do I have any other options now? Or am I just stuck here? Am I stuck here? I hope not. Undertale did not pioneer multiple endings. If you think that you need to go to a hospital. Okay, well, this is wrong. Ugh, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, it knows. We're gonna try again, I see. So we keep going. I see. We gotta persevere. Gotta persevere. See, okay, this is a good example of a game that uses gameplay mechanics to tell a story. The other game wanted to tell a story using a game, but it did really badly because the game sucked. You have to make a fun game, and then make a cool story, and then make both of them happen at once. And that other game didn't have a cool story or a fun game. Okay. How many times do I have to do this? I said, remember. So, at some point when I loop this, I'm gonna have an option to remember, right? It's not over. They're lying. Don't listen to them. Try to remember. Help us. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna get there, guys. It's not over. Help us. Wait, helper mode. What's helper mode? I want to know what helper mode is. Does that have to do with the help us? Okay. God, yeah, I know. Your trauma. Trauma. Yes. Thank you for telling me your trauma. Love to hear that. Thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, exactly. It's good game design, my bro. It's a good game. It's just a good game, period. If you make a good enough game, it doesn't even really matter what the format is, you know? Please. No? How many times do I have to go through this? I will keep doing it. I will keep doing it. What is helper mode? I'll try it in helper mode again. Sounds good. It does seem to be changing every time the load screen looks a little different, so I think I'm getting somewhere. Come on, baby. I got till 10:30, and then I really need to do my homework, so please, please, 25 minutes should be enough for this game to end! Let me in! I don't want to do my homework, it's something really boring. I have to read the terms of service of a website, like what the fuck. I've never wanted to read the terms of service of a website in my life, and now I gotta do it for homework! What the fuck? I think I'm gonna do it of a really, like, website that I know has really fucked up terms of service. Yeah. It's for a class that's about computers and responsibilities, so it's just the politics of being a software developer, and let me tell you, it sucks. This one guy told today, basically said he thought food was a privilege, and that you don't have a right to food. Very evil. Okay. It's not over. They're lying. Don't listen to them. Try to remember. Help us. Yeah, I know. It's not over. Help us. How many times do I have to go through this? Yeah, no, I agree. He's one of those people that thinks, like, everyone, like, okay, so, like, the actual issue we were talking about was, like, how it's kind of, like, I don't know exactly what it was. I wasn't listening, I'm not gonna lie to you, but basically the idea was, like, okay, well, poor people don't deserve the same amount of privacy, when they're, you know, using the internet as people who have the money to pay for that, like, privacy, as though, like, privacy is a privilege, and I was like, privacy is not a privilege. And he was like, well, who's gonna pay for that? And then he, like, said, like, oh, food's not a privilege, like, food is a service, you have to pay for it. And I wanted to kill him in that moment. I wanted to kill that man. Like, how could you really, like, firmly believe that food is, like, a service, a privilege? Like, it isn't. It's only a service in capitalism. It's only a privilege in capitalism. And I'm saying that's fucked up, sir. Why would you be complacent with that? You know? Okay. Ugh. How many times do I have to go through this? Oh. The back button doesn't work on this version of the loading screen, does it? let me see if I can find like a walkthrough, because I don't really have time to keep doing this. Official gameplay guide from the developer. You gonna tell me how to do it? Please tell me. Please tell me. Why won't it load? Please. Man. I need to know. Oh, man. I'll try it one more time, and if it doesn't do anything, then I'm gonna have to go back there and play it, I guess. Maybe I'll remember this failure when I try playing it. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe that's why someone said they were reminded of them of Undertale. Because there's, like, the game remembers things, you know? Oh my god, please. I think I do have to hit play. That's my theory. Okay, yeah, so I think new game remembers what old game did. Yeah, so let's try new game. Stop. Okay. We hit play this time. Play. Let's give it a try. Hey. You. Are you there? Good, listen carefully. You, from your perspective. Oh, yes! Yes, Pog. Okay, I'm a fool. Okay, enough of this nonsense. We finally figured out how to interrupt the roof without being kicked out. It's time you knew the truth. We don't know how much you remember right now, so we'll just have to say our piece and hope it makes sense. Listen up. Since your time, the UN has, for all intents and purposes, ceased to exist. It was financially and logistically overstretched and collapsed under the weight of its own infrastructure. We were one of the several groups that wanted to steal the time travel tech we knew they were hiding. Before you judge us, we weren't the bad guys. We were young and idealistic and genuinely thought we would use it for good. All we wanted to do was rebuild this broken world, and going back to the past to fix the future seemed like our best bet. But there were other groups vying against us. Everyone had their own ideas for how the tech should be best used, and some of them were better equipped than us. Another group got there first. They were led by a former, high-ranking member of the UN, so they had a high advantage over the rest of us. As soon as they acquired the tech, their leader stole it for her own use. She disappeared, along with several other members. Nobody has heard from them since. The remaining groups formed an uneasy alliance in order to find her and figure out what she was up to. After months of searching, we discovered that she has been secretly using time travel for some sort of twisted experiment. You are part of that experiment. In fact, it seems as though you are the experiment. She's had you trapped. She's had you trapped, even this time loop. There's a typo. She's had you trapped in this time loop for months now, and there's no sign she's going to let you go anytime soon. You've been convincing your future self over and over, and the timeline appears to be unaltered. All this nonsense about changing your own time stream and stopping your actions before they can occur is just that, nonsense. It's impossible. We're confident that she's been telling you this whole time to ensure your cooperation without any actual basis. As for why, we have no idea. We don't understand what she's been up to. We have no idea why she's doing this. We just want it to stop. It's cruel, and more importantly, a waste of brilliant technology. We tracked down her location, but we're reluctant to take her down by force until we understand what she's doing. It could jeopardize her safety. Our hope is that you can resist the amnesic effects of the loop and make it clear you understand what's happening to you. Maybe then she'll be goaded into speaking to you directly. If you can get her attention, keep talking to her. Figure out why she's doing all this. Once we know the truth, we can decide how to proceed. Yeah, the music. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm not exactly really stuck here. It's just, I'd rather you at least attempted to do what they said rather than spouting all this nonsense about an experiment. I know how all this must sound, but let me explain. I'm not sure what the point of this experiment is, but I do know is that we've both been stuck in this loop arguing with each other for months, yet nothing is changing in the external world. We're supposed to have our memories erased every time the loop resets, so we don't realize we're in a never-ending cycle, but for some reason I'm able to remember what happens. Okay, that's a lot to take in. Say I choose to believe that's all true. Why don't I remember what happened in previous loops? Shouldn't I also have developed an immunity? Aren't we essentially the same person? Isn't it slightly suspicious that it's only happening to you? It almost seems like it might be part of this experiment. They could have engineered it this way. It could be a variable change designed to gauge your responses to it. I don't think it's that. I was actually contacted by a rebel group from outside the loop who want to stop this whole experiment. They told me everything. Before I spoke to them, my memories were just indecipherable fragments. Now, because of what they've told me, I've been able to piece it all together. I know what happened to you. I know what you did. I know why we're both trapped in here. I know the truth about who's running this experiment. Most importantly, I know how we can both get out of here. Think about how all this sounds. A nameless rebel group interrupted the loop to speak to you and not me. And for some reason, they told you the truth, which miraculously allowed you to make sense of and remember everything. Sorry, but as much as I'd like to believe you, it sounds pretty paranoid and conspiratorial, and hard to take seriously without proof. Interesting you should say that. I've accused you of similar things in previous loops. The parallels are quite striking. Regardless, the only proof I can offer is that I know things that I shouldn't if this were our first conversation. I know everything you did at the camp. More importantly, I also know about the secret you've been hiding. There's no way I could know any of this if you hadn't already told me. If you do actually know these things, then I suppose it will be proof. Go on, what do you know? What did I do? Be assertive. You murdered everyone in your camp in order to destroy the UN's bioweapon. For a while you insisted you did the right thing, but then gave in and admitted you had secret resentment toward climate refugees following the death of your parents, and that probably influenced your decision. I didn't murder anyone. I didn't want them to die. You're right. I don't know how you could possibly know all this. It doesn't make any sense. What is going on? Who are you really? This isn't right. None of this is right. Oh, man. I don't know. I understand why you're freaking out, but consider what you said at the start of this conversation. I'm just as you remember. The only way I could be as you remember is if I am the person you remember. Right. Right now, the main difference is between us and that I know what's going on here. I understand why you'd feel confused or scared, but I have no incentive to make this up. Okay. I don't think there's any point in you lying to me about something like this. Why are you saying all this to me, though? What do you want me to say? If you already know what I did, there's nothing else I can tell you. Why have this conversation? What's the point? No, you don't understand. I had to explain all that to you to move on to the next part of my plan. I actually only care about speaking to the people running this thing. I'm hoping this conversation will get their attention. They're using stolen time travel tech for some strange purpose, and I want to speak to their leader to figure out what they're doing. I want to know what they hope to achieve by forcing us to have this conversation over and over. It just seems pointless and cruel. You're using stolen UN time travel tech? How is that even possible? I know the banned time travel tech would come back to haunt us sooner or later, but I figured it would be because some government didn't actually surrender all their tech to the UN and hid it away somewhere to use themselves. I didn't think anyone would actually be able to steal it. It must have been locked away in a veritable fortress and guarded mercilessly. This doesn't make any sense. Well, there's something you should know. According to the group who contacted me, there were some consequences to your actions in the camp. With no way to solve any of the climate refugee crisis, the UN was overwhelmed, international tensions grew, cooperation broke down, and it all collapsed. Because of that, they couldn't protect all the banned time travel technology from being acquired. Various groups were planning attempts to steal the tech to use for their own purposes, but the group that succeeded have apparently decided to trap us in this loop. No one understands what their goals are. The general consensus seems to be that they're squandering the tech on a fool's errand. The UN collapsed? Oh god. That was never my intention at all. They were the only thing preventing the entire world from disintegrating into total anarchy. If I had any idea my actions would cause their collapse, maybe I would have acted differently. Oh god. This is all my fault. Perhaps I deserve this. Perhaps I deserve to be miserable. Perhaps people running this loop are right. I destroyed the UN. I may have even destroyed the world. I'm a monster. I don't deserve to be free. Well, that was an unconventional approach, but it worked. You did it again. Your future self was well and truly dejected at the end. Well done. Ugh. I suppose there's no point keeping up the pretense that I'm freeing you in the loop now. Well, no, I suppose not, but nothing. This is an experiment, and we will stick to experimental protocol. We're setting the loop in 3, 2, 1. My homework. Please, game, end my homework. My homework. I don't want to have to stop streaming to do my homework. I want to finish this game. I want to know the end. We know how frustrating this must be for you. It's hard to stay focused when you're repeating the same things over and over. You're doing a great job, though. Keep it up. Just stay the course and you'll get there. We believe in you. Oh, man. This isn't about changing my destiny. It's actually some kind of strange experiment that I don't quite understand. Oh no, my water bottle. Okay. Dude. Look, let me explain. I have no idea what the point of the experiment is, but I know for a fact I've been stuck in this loop for months. Nothing is changing. Okay, unity. Look, it's getting tiring for us too. You think you've experienced this over and over again, but it's nothing compared to the amount of times we've had to sit through it. At least you're only recently starting to remember. We've been observing this loop for a long, long time. Sorry, that came off really badly. I didn't mean to sound rude. You're doing a great job. Carry on. This poor person's bored as shit. Okay, that's a lot to take in. Say I choose to believe that's all true. Why don't I remember? Okay. Oh, come on, keep yourself together. The more you complain about it, the harder it'll be to convince your future self. If they think you sound like a conspiracy theorist, change your story. You don't have to tell them the literal truth. You just want to get the attention of the people running this thing. That's it. The truth is irrelevant. Wait, so you want me to lie? You're happy with lying as long as you get what I want? Is that it? No. Again, I'm sorry for sounding impatient. It's been a really long project for us, and we really do appreciate what you're doing. We want the same thing as you. We want this experiment stopped. Just keep doing what you're doing. It'll eventually work. We'll wait as long as we need to. hey dude. Hi. They must take some sick pleasure in hearing me confess and break down. It must be someone who I harmed with my actions. Oh god. There are so many people it could be. I hurt so many. This whole thing is sick and twisted, but I can see how a disturbed person could see it as poetic justice. In a way, it's the ultimate irony. It's... Okay, fine. You have my attention. I assume those meddling pricks finally managed to speak to you without us noticing. Amazing work. Keep it up. You need to be as convincing as you can to keep her attention. Say the wrong thing and she might reset the loop. Oh god. I don't have time for her to reset the loop! Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Try and get her to tell you why she's doing all this. While she's distracted, we'll move on in our location. Good luck. God, I don't have time to... Fair play to them, I guess. They must have put some serious effort into improving their detection avoidance tech. They're worthy, if annoying rivals. Oh, God. Respond rationally. That's correct. They told me everything. Well, that's not quite true. They neglected to give me one important piece of information. Your name. Wait. You haven't managed to figure it out. That's surprising. I don't know why I'm even talking to you. I've let my feelings get in the way of rigorous science. I'm restarting the loop. No, wait. No, wait, don't do that, please. No, wait, please. Oh, God. I don't have time for this! Okay. Oh, my God. We want to apologize profusely for the impatience we showed during the previous loop. It fell far below our standards of professionalism and it won't happen again. The person who spoke to you, well, they've been removed. God, what did you fucking kill them? We also would like to reiterate that we can fully emphasize how difficult this can be. The repetition can be mind-numbing at times. Yeah, I want to finish this game! It's all for the greater good, though. Keep at it and we'll finally be able to stop the experiment once and for all. I got homework to do, boys. It's been a game. I've been playing this game for, it feels like hours, but probably only maybe an hour and a half. We're at the end of it. Oh no, I didn't mean empathy! Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I don't think it matters if I'm wrong. Anymore. Okay, good. Continue. Okay, I should probably start reading these again, I'm sorry. I'm just spamming clicking like it's okay. Hey guys, give me a social media website that you think has spotty terms of service so that I know what to do when I go to do my homework. Script? What the hell are you talking about? Are you even talking to me? No. Look, say I choose to believe in everything you're saying is true. Why don't I remember what happened in previous loops? Shouldn't I develop immunity? Aren't we essentially the same person? In fact, isn't it suspicious that this is only happening to you? It seems like it might be part of this experiment. They could have engineered it in this way, to be a variable change, designed to gauge our responses to it. Okay. Assertive. No, something else. I was actually contracted by a little group. Stop this whole thing. Yes, I want to stop it. Okay, we're going to go with TikTok. Oh, TikTok's gonna be fun. I know everything! I know what you did! I know the ramifications of your actions! We need to get out! We need to get out! Wait, a nameless group of the loop, do you have any proof of this? Oh no! It's okay, rationality probably worked. I've accused you of saying things previous loops. Please, let me out! I need to read the TikTok terms of service and talk about them. Or else I am going to fail my college classes. No, I won't, but it sounds good. I didn't remember oh man. The person who wrote this really understood, like, that the loop would drive you absolutely insane by this point, because, like, the other person keeps being like, oh yeah, I know the loop's driving you crazy. I'm going insane! Okay. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. We're saying this conversation. Okay, okay. I don't care. Don't understand, let me explain. Getting their attention. Seems pointless and cruel. Using this in time travel tech. Okay. Yeah, you fucked up. You destroyed the UN, you little bitch. Yeah. trying to engineer misery. Oh god, this is my fault. I deserve this. I'm a monster. I don't deserve to be free. Talk to me, bitch. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. No! 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 Ah! 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 Fuck! Okay. Now listen, I'm not exactly an expert at time management, but I really want to finish this. And I'm really stubborn. So should I like shit out my homework real fast and then finish this and you guys can just vibe with me while I do my homework, or is that fucked up? Just keep it as stay the course and okay. You can watch me do my homework if you want. I mean, like, it would be really boring, but you could watch me do my homework. Oh, epic. What kind of homework are you doing, my dude? Oh, critical thinking. Are you in college, I'm assuming? You're doing a great job, carry on. Okay, rationally. Oh, Pog. Yeah, that's right, they call it university in other places that aren't the United States. I think actually we call it university here too, but it's more common to call it college. Together, please let me in. Oh really, they call college in Australia high school? What the fuck? Wait, no, I mean high school and college, whatever. I know what I'm saying. My thoughts don't work. That's fucked up. What are you? Oh god, I don't even know. Do you guys have majors in university? Like, are you going to university to do something? Oh no, it's the wrong thing! I don't think it matters. I don't know what I did wrong last time, though. It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. If it doesn't work this time, then I'm gonna have to, like... I'm gonna have to do my homework. But I'm just gonna keep streaming because I want to finish this. No, that's not what I wanted. Doesn't matter. Yes. Okay. Assertive. Be assertive. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Talk to me, queen. Okay. If you insist on taking that approach with your future self, then I guess I'll have no option but to speak to you again. This run is ruined now anyway. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, you still haven't figured out who I am yet. I'm shocked you haven't figured it out by now. I mean, I'm the only person your future self ever mentions by name. In the hundreds of retellings of their story that I had to sit through, they don't even name their parents, close friends, or any of their colleagues. It's literally just me. Oh, I think I remember now. You're Alice, right? Yep, that's me. I'm surprised it took you this long to figure it out. You've shown yourself to otherwise insightful for the most part. Oh, okay. Oh. I don't actually... I think it kind of varies by state here, like the requirements, but I don't fucking know. I don't even understand the requirements for my own, like, college that I'm doing, so, like, you know, whatever. Anyways, assume you have a lot of questions, ask away. Be assertive. Why are you doing this? Why are you hoping to achieve? It just seems pointless and cruel. More pointless and cruel than killing thousands of innocent people. You've been told exactly why I'm doing this so many times. If you can convince your future self that their actions are wrong, you might change your own future. What part of that is cruel or pointless? Look, I don't even know why you're asking me. You've been told this many, many times. You know I'm not a scientist, so I can't pretend to fully comprehend the motivation behind your research, but it seems clear that what you're attempting is logically impossible. We are a product of one specific timeline, and the causal framework that created us would no longer exist if you change this timeline. This is a paradox. Your rivals that contacted me came to the same conclusions. They think it's needlessly cruel or logically nonsensical. That's interesting. Before I isolated my team, there were several conversations with leaders of the other factions in which they all expressed an interest in this project. There was no doubt or criticism, at least not to the degree you're describing here. Why are you lying to me about this? Are you trying to manipulate me? Why would I bother lying? You can just reset the loop if you discover that's the case. You have all the power here. Just listen to me for a minute. Your behavior supports my theory. You claim this is a legitimate experiment, but at no point have you let me or my future self leave the loop. I've been in here for months, repeating the same thing over and over. If you actually want to test the technology, surely you need to see how it affects the world outside the bubble when we leave. You have to admit, it really sounds like a convenient excuse to trap both me and my future self and make us miserable. It sounds like you're just trying to punish us for something my future self did to you under the pretense of running a bizarre experiment. I understand why it might seem that way, but you have it all wrong. You haven't been released from the time loop yet because we're still in the testing phase. We are discerning whether there are any side effects from long-term exposure to the technology. The fact that you are now able to remember what happened in previous loops is valuable insight into the limits of the tech. All is needed to happen before we could test any timeline changes. If you had any real information about the experiment, you would understand. I'm not part of your scientific team, but that doesn't mean my concerns should be so easily dismissed. I've been part of this experiment for months. Assuming you ever intend to use this technology for its stated purpose, surely you wouldn't keep anyone in the loop for even close to this length of time. There'd be no use in doing so. You would achieve your desired results long before reaching this point. So why would you subject me to such an extensive length of time in the loop? This isn't about you. I'm just being a responsible scientist. This technology is volatile and untested, therefore its limits need to be fully explored before its wider use is considered. This is just science. There's no hidden agenda. I'm just doing my job. No, I don't believe you. You know the truth. You're just unwilling to accept it. My future self destroyed your life. My future self killed thousands of people. My future self may even have inadvertently destroyed the most important organization in the world. Once you discovered the time travel tech was no longer safeguarded, you saw an opportunity to exact revenge. You can dress it up as a legitimate experiment all you like, but you must know that this isn't your true goal here. God damn it, no! You still have no idea what you're talking about. Look, I guess you're partially right. I'm angry with your future self, I admit that much. They acted rashly, and the ramifications of their actions have been felt across the world. But this really isn't the reason I picked you as a subject, and I'm not trying to punish you. I picked you because there are a very limited number of cases resulting in such sweeping negative consequences that can be traced back to a single instantaneous decision. This aim of this experiment has been to see whether it's possible to alter your motivation successfully in order to nudge you in the opposite direction at that split second. I might not make the world any better. Who knows what would have happened with all the causal chains being as complex as they are. I still wanted to try. What else is there to do at this point? All we can do is try. I'm not a psychopath, gleefully celebrating every time you convince your future self they were wrong. I might have taken some satisfaction at the end of a successful loop, but that's only because you succeeded. As a scientist, testing out new technology is always a good thing. It has nothing to do with gaining joy from misery. And remember one thing, I was complicit in your future self's actions. I knew what I was doing when I gave them access. I knew the risk. I really like that, we use they them pronouns, collectively. You know, me and the future self. I didn't expect them to destroy the camp, but I knew something could have happened as a result. I accepted that from the moment I got involved. I don't know where you got the idea that I'm a bitter woman lying to everyone in order to exact my revenge, but you're dead wrong. Okay. You know, I'm starting to believe you. It sounds like you genuinely think your experiment could work, and I'm starting to understand why you would pick me and my future self as test subjects. It sounds like you have the backing of other factions, too. I'm confused. If all this is true, why did the other group contact me and tell me they had no idea what we were doing? Why would they deliberately lie to me? I'm starting to feel like I might have been used. I don't understand. The only thing I kept hidden from them was my location, and that was only for security purposes. I told them everything else. They knew my motivations, my methods, my hypotheses. I was completely open and honest. Everything seemed fine when I last spoke to them. The environment was competitive and tense, sure, but I felt like we all reached a unanimous understanding. Did they lie to me? Have they been planning something this whole time? Oh no. No. I know what they've been doing. Oh my god, how could you have not seen this? I've been so focused on my research that there's no way I could have seen it coming. I don't believe it. They've used you against me. I never thought they'd stoop to do something so low. But I was so wrong. You've doomed us. We're all dead. Oh. Oh? I'm actually impressed you managed to keep her distracted for that long. You performed brilliantly, far better than expected. Thanks to you, we were able to infiltrate her location and take out her entire team. And we finally hands our hands on the time travel tech again. You killed everyone. It was necessary, it had to be done. We were out of options. We weren't going to let her keep the tech all to herself for ridiculously idealistic goals. She was being childish and naive. It would have never worked. Why not tell me your true plans? Why lie to me? I would have thought that was obvious. You would never have helped us, would you? We told you what you needed to hear, so you would do what we required from you. It's pretty simple, really. You monsters. Oh, please. You come from a peaceful time with plentiful resources. You have no idea what the world is like now. It's so much worse than you can imagine. Much of the planet is unlivable. Most governments have collapsed. Billions have died, and billions more are on the verge of death. You call us monsters, but if you could see this world, then you'd learn very quickly that we're no different from anyone else. We do what we need to survive, and this time travel tech is the best hope we have of survival. So what are you planning to do with it? We're not planning on changing the past, that's for sure. It's a dead end. The world is ruined, and it will always end up ruined. There's no changing that. We're all going to use the tech to travel back into a more comfortable and prosperous time period where we can live out our lives in peace and safety. If humanity insists on destroying this world, then to hell with humanity. You selfish pricks. You stole the tech and killed Alice and her team so that you could have an easy life. Even if you didn't think her experiment would work, you didn't have to destroy it and kill her. You didn't even give her a chance. You've changed your tune. Only a few minutes ago you were arguing with Alice, trying to convince her that her experiment was nonsense. That's because you lied and manipulated to me. Oh my god, I feel sick. On the plus side, you won't have to feel sick for much longer. Sorry, but it would take too long to figure out how to safely remove yourself from this bubble. Everyone who would know how to do that is dead. So, we're just turning the whole thing off. If it causes damage to the timeline, well, fuck the timeline. We're traveling back to the past anyway. To hell with all this. Thanks again for helping us. No way. Shut it down! Please give me credits. Please give me credits so I know this game is over. Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, that's it. That's the end. Emotional and technical support. That's relatable. If I ever make a game, I will have someone attributed for emotional support as well. Alright. Beatbox. Beatbox. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. It was a good game. Thank you for making it. Press escape to quit. Quit. Okay. Well, I have to do my homework now, so I'm gonna go rush that. Thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. No, I mean, like, wait, did you know Beepbop existed? Beatbox, Beepbop, Beep Boop, Beep Bop existed before that moment? Or did you, like, immediately be like, I need that shit? Oh, really? Oh, well, yeah. I've gotta go. I'm gonna do homework. Bye, guys.